going, right? Welcome to Southbird and Hard Boil, episode 3. There it is. For today, since I fucked up last time, we're going to start it off with our top 3 arcs. Short abbreviated version, won't go into as much detail as last time.
Going off our last video, our top 3s got cut off.
Yeah, big time.
Big time got cut off.
We didn't have our intern here, so it's his
he's
fault.
back in the studio. BZ.
Glad to have you back. Also, we're gonna do. I guess we're gonna start with the anime first. We got episode 920 for the anime. Chapter 9. No, is that right? 920? Yeah, 920 for the anime.
Oh yeah, last week was 919.
Yeah,
So.
970 for the chapter, and then we're gonna do top 10 ships.
Top 10 ships, yeah.
Very
top 10
exciting.
boats, ships
Very
in One
exciting.
Piece.
And then next week we're gonna do.
Oh, do we know?
Yeah, we're gonna do the characters because of the live action.
Oh, we're gonna do like casting for some of the One Piece characters because the Netflix announced the live action One Piece series.
Yes, they did.
Ooh.
Very exciting.
Ooh.
Yeah, I love the crowd noise.
I love it too.
it's like I don't even have to hit any buttons. Yeah, it just comes in naturally. It's awesome.
So we have that. Pretty exciting. How many are we
CRs.
gonna do? We're gonna do 5 or we're gonna do 10?
I don't know. I was thinking 5, but we could do 10. We could do whatever. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, no. I mean,
But we got some good ones.
we do have some good ones. I mean, I think we share a few of them, so maybe we go 10 just to keep the list
Yeah.
kind of wide.
Okay, that could be cool. I'd be down for
I
that.
also like the whole top 10 tea time thing. I'm talking about. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
But
okay.
then, like, that's
I mean,
why
you
I
could
was,
do- yeah.
That's why I was trying to do ships, even though I already poured myself a tea.
Yeah, I'm also drinking tea.
'Cause I'm exhausted. And then we'll go in from there. So
Well, should we talk about the live action?
next
No,
one
like
or
just
this one?
just like right now. Like
I mean, are you excited for it? I mean, what do you think?
I'm like I have such low expectations.
Yeah,
for
I
it.
feel it's the best way to go in on it.
I have really low expectations. I can't imagine them like pulling it off. They're
Well-
gonna do all of East Blue in 8 episodes, right?
Suppose 10 episodes. I don't know if it's going to be an hour long or
They
30
have to
minute
be an
episode.
hour.
I mean, I don't guarantee that. Actually, I think you do. But supposedly,
Half hour.
what I heard from the Red Force kids
Yeah.
is that it
Red
has
Force
the
podcast? Check 'em
same
out.
amount of budget as Game of Thrones season.
Yeah, I heard that also. I
Which is-
also heard that it's the guy who helped write for Lost and X-Files.
J.J. Abrams.
No, not like head guy, Steve Medea.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
And the guy who's like in charge of it is the guy that did Luke Cage and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay.
So I feel like they're putting like some like, you know.
I don't know, I still have problems with Luke Cage.
Well, Luke Cage I thought was like visually looked really
Really
good,
cool.
but it just like the story was kind of like whack.
Though my biggest fear with the live action is just to avoid the cheesiness. You
Yeah,
know,
and
like
Cage was
especially
kinda cheesy.
especially with these devil fruits, you can get really into like campy, not really good animation. So I think the budget's key. My biggest thing I think what they should do for live animation, for taste wise, is I don't know how you do it, but you kind of animate everybody.
Yeah, I think
Not
you
not a
kinda
lot,
have
but you
to
kind of
do
like
that.
dress everyone in the suits. Like almost like Avatar, so then like you can do the Luffy funny faces, you can do the shock faces or the Enel
Interesting.
faces, because you can't do it the Enel face with an actual actor. So like I feel like if you
You
like
can't have their eyes bulge
Yeah.
out of their heads.
So I feel like if you do it that way, it'll like allow you
Yeah.
to really like capture the essence of One Piece, which I
Yeah.
think is
Have
very
the
good.
overall animation.
Yeah, not over. Yeah, not.
So they
over-
need like suits on?
Yeah, but it costs so much money doing that. That's the only problem. But like
I
that's
like
way
the idea of all of them being like a little animated.
A
Like
little
you kind
animated.
of feel like you have
So
to do
you're
that.
already
But
kinda
is
in
the
it.
only way to do it with the suits?
I think. So. I mean, you can do the new CGI thing they just did with De Niro and the Irishman.
What they do?
You know, they like shot him like 3 different cameras, and then like they aged him up and
Oh.
down, so like his face is kind of animated, but it's not.
Like
But,
the Russian Instagram app.
uh,
Face. Remember?
Oh,
These-
the face swap thing?
Yeah.
I'm kind of lounging a little. But yeah, I mean that's kind of my whole thing with it. Is I
How-
think if
is
you
it-
go with like a full animation, like what was that, Ghost in the Shell kind of thing?
Yeah,
they
Ghost
kind
in
of
the
did a
Shell.
little
People
bit.
did not like that.
They didn't like. I mean, I'm not saying like do it like, but I'm saying if you do like the faces like that, I think it'll allow you to catch. Like you know when Luffy, whenever he's lying, he does like the lips to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like you can't do that with an actor, but if you do it like an anime, you can
I
like
feel like you kind of can do that.
You
but
kind of
like
do it, but it's like you. I don't know.
I don't know. Like I don't know how they're just not gonna make it like so goofy. Like because it's about a rubber man. Like,
Well, I mean, they did it in Fantastic Four, and they didn't make it look cheesy.
Yeah, that's true. It
That's
actually didn't
also-
look cheesy.
that's
That's what I was thinking also.
And they also did Fire, so you can do Fire Fist Ace. It's just the problem is that's like a movie budget, you know? This
Yeah.
is like a TV budget.
But it's Netflix. They throw money around.
They do
I
throw
don't
it
know,
around.
I-
And if they hit gold, I mean, we already know the story of One Piece. If they can keep this thing going and get to Marineford, I mean, I don't see
Yeah, if
why
they make it
people
good, it should be a
wouldn't
great
pick it
hit.
up.
Yeah.
I mean, it just
I
get a
don't know.
little. So
I
mean,
can't
if it's-
imagine them pulling it off well, but hey.
I mean,
who
if it's
knows?
all for each one, you kind of just give each character an episode. So you start off with Luffy. I guess maybe you end the first episode if it's an hour long. I guess maybe you end the first episode.
I think
with,
you
like,
gotta-
revealing Zoro.
No, I
And then
think if
Captain
it's
Morgan.
well, if it's gonna be an hour, I think you got to go through Captain Morgan in the first episode.
Okay, so you get Zoro first episode.
Yeah, I think it's like
Yeah, I
Luffy and
agree.
Zoro first episode. Like that's what you got to
give
do.
Usopp half an episode. at
Yeah,
that.
and then you got to go to Orange. You got to do
Or
Orange
it's got to
Town,
be at least 2-3 episodes.
which is annoying because then you got to have to deal with Buggy.
It's tough. It's tough. Well, they're probably going to shorten Buggy. The dog's going to be a huge hit.
I mean, if episode 2 is just Baratie, that'd be awesome. But you need Nami context for it to work.
Yeah, no. It's going to be interesting how they break it down.
I mean, it all culminates with like a multiple episode Arlong Park. Like that would be awesome.
Yeah, you need at least 2, maybe. Yeah, you need at least 2 episodes for Arlong Park.
Yeah.
At least 2.
I mean, and then season 1 ends with all their feet on the barrel.
And then you also need to do Romance Dawn because
Yeah.
you need to have
Yeah.
Shanks in there.
Yeah.
I was wondering how they do it. Do they start off right away with Luffy young, or do they come up like they do in manga? Where he
Well, it's
pops out
interesting
of
because the
barrel?
anime and the manga,
Well, I
they do it
guess
differently.
actually, if you do Shanks first, and then into Kobe,
Yeah.
it might lead you right in perfectly.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I
into
was thinking, yeah.
Zoro. And then you do the whole Zoro Captain Morgan. That's 2 episodes. And then from there you go to Orange Town. That's 3 episodes.
Oh, you think you do
From
2
there, you-
episodes on Romance Dawn?
I think you do 1 episode. So like
So
the
you
beginning
stretch out the Luffy Shanks thing?
No,
Or
you
you
do 30
do like
minutes,
a Kobe
and then-
Alvida? I think we
Yeah.
skip Alvida.
No, you need it because you need Kobe.
I don't know. I think you just go to the marine.
You can't cut out Kobe.
No, I'm not cutting out Kobe. I think you go to the marine town and Kobe's like there and he wants to be a marine.
You need Alvida again for the buggy thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's awesome how he like wakes up on the
Yeah.
like in the battle. That's
So
awesome.
I think if you do that 30 minutes and then you go into the other thing, I think you can kind of. It needs to be an hour long. Each episode needs to be an hour
well,
long.
it's just absolutely not going to work at all if they're
At
half
all.
hour. Like.
Well, the other thing, the other thing I'm glad is that they're going with a TV show instead of a movie. Very, very big supporter of that. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been harping that for a while. It's like, I also always fear, like, remember a series on unfortunate events?
Mhm.
They threw 3 books into 1
That
movie.
was horrible.
The worst thing you've ever seen in your life.
Great books though.
But like Game of Thrones, you see the value because you can actually dive into characters, you can dive into things, and things don't get really cut out too much. Which is why I love TV adaptations more than movie adaptations of like books and shit like that. So,
I think if first episode is like Romance Dawn, Kobe Alvida, and Axan Morgan, like it's doable. In an hour, I think it's doable.
that's tough. I think you go right from Romance Dawn into the Alvida. I'm a Rubber Man. You hear this theory about
But
Zoro.
then you need
and then
Orange Town, Baratie,
I
Syrup
think
Village,
I think you gotta dangle Zoro in front of people's faces.
Arlong Park.
Like,
That's like 4 arcs that are all
if you can
more
end it-
important
if
than
you can
Romance.
end
Not more important,
episode
but
1.
bigger.
If you end episode 1 with like the Zoro reveal, that's sick. Then you go into Axand, and you go 3. I mean,
It's just a lot of content.
yeah, I know. That's why it's afraid. That's why it's fearful.
I don't know. I mean, if they skip Syrup Village completely and just don't have Usopp in the crew at all, I wouldn't be that upset.
Then I'm a fan.
Hey, you got me. I'm on board.
The rest of the show can suck. But I think you only need 1 episode for Syrup Village.
Yeah, I think you do. I think you do Orange Town in 1 episode. I think you do Syrup Village in 1 episode.
That's
Baratie.
5. And then you give 2 for Baratie.
Yeah, might
so you
have to
need
do
the
2.
Mihawk drip, and then 3 for
4 for Arlong Park.
Well, not 3. That'll be perfect.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4.
All right, so you cut out one of the other ones. That kind of works. That
That would work actually. That actually would work.
That was pretty nice, dude. So if you guys want to
Alright.
hire people,
Yeah.
you got us over here. We'll go more into detail about the live action, but fuck this. I probably shouldn't break your laptop.
Yeah, don't bring my laptop.
But yeah. So we'll do casting calls on who we think should play certain characters.
Yeah,
And
then
then that's so. Are we gonna do like? Are we gonna pick a character? We're gonna like discuss and like I think it should be this guy and I think it's gonna be this guy, or is it kind of?
I was thinking that we just did a free for all, but no, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out for next week. Also, do you want to? We were having a text argument today. Do you want to discuss the? Who's it? Tama Toki? You said you're your favorite character in Wano right now.
Oh, Tama.
You want to get into that before you get into the anime?
Oh.
On the difference between a busted devil fruit and getting born busted.
Yeah. What do you see as the difference? Well, so what was the argument? I don't even remember. You were saying that.
No, you were saying
you don't like Tama because her devil fruit is busted.
I don't love Tama.
Right.
Okay, the reason why I don't love Tama is because I don't like when Oda gives like a busted devil fruit.
Right. So then my response was that I know you love Oden, who is just busted from birth. Like he's just like an insanely strong character. Yeah. So I was asking like, what's the difference between getting a busted devil fruit and just being born busted? It's kind of the same character.
And then I said, if you can't tell the difference, I can't help you.
Right.
And then
so I stopped.
So then I said,
then the conversation ended.
And then I was like, we can talk about it on stream. I'm way too tired to talk about this. So on the stream.
Okay, here we are.
The main difference. Well, first, okay. So we've already known the Oden hype for a while now. Mm-hmm. So like when you were like, all right, who is this guy? So when he gets born busted, it wasn't like a thing out of nowhere. He was like, we know this guy's cool. We know he's strong. All this other stuff. So it's like you already kind of had a background. You expect this guy to get born a little busted. 2, we've already seen it before with Big Mom, so we know it's not just an Oden thing. Characters have been born in the past and just are automatically busted. And then 3, he's a Kazuki, which means he's from the land of Wano, the ruling family. So you gotta assume that some of his bloodline are super strong samurai. So it's not just like he's born, he has lineage behind him, which allows him, like, how else did they rule? Now, you have other characters, like Cobra, who doesn't look strong. You don't know how strong his dad was. But in essence, you kind of assume that because he is a samurai in Wano in the ruling class, he does have strong genes in his blood. Now, the difference between Tama, right? Mm-hmm. The difference between Tama is Oda's done this a couple times with characters. Number one that comes to mind is Sugar. Just busted small girl, and she just has a busted elf fruit. That's like a huge plot hole that like Oda uses to fill in the hole, and like how does everyone lose their mind?
But she has no other like personality things besides the devil fruit.
Yeah, okay.
That's why she's annoying to me.
Well, that's why she's annoying, but we're talking about a busted devil fruit, and we're not talking, I still like Tama. I think Tama's a great character. She ties in Ace, she's hungry, and Luffy's fighting for her. Right. The other one that comes to mind is Aiza from Skypiea, where you just have this little girl that just has awakened.
Well, she has observation hockey.
Yeah, but
I mean, that's not the same at all.
It kind of is, okay.
But why is that? I thought that was cool that she had observation hockey. Like, why is that not cool?
Because it was like another thing. Like, how does Luffy find an L after everyone gets killed? Oh, let's just have this girl lead Luffy to him. You know, it's just the kind of thing. So now with Tama, the reason why Tama's even different right now is in Wano you have a land full of zones, right? And she has a devil fruit where you can control zone characters. I'm just afraid of where Oda might go with it.
Well, I think it's okay. I think it's awesome. I mean, if you knew that she was going to have a busted devil fruit before you met her, would that make it better? If she came from a long line of people that like had busted devil fruits?
If Oda was hyping up a small girl since Punk Hazard or Thriller Bark,
then you would have liked it?
I mean, I would have liked it a little bit more. It just seems very plot convenient. Her entire devil fruit is plot convenient.
Well, tin hat time. I have such a good tin hat there for the chapter. I want to save it.
Go make a fucking tin hat. You gotta make it live. It's gotta be a dunce hat thing.
Tama, like she's definitely gonna serve a purpose, and I think it's like she has that devil fruit for a reason. Like she didn't just find it. I kind of think that someone gave it to her because she's in this situation where like she can't eat, and like they would know that it would come in handy.
I mean, why don't you give it to fucking Kinemon or somebody like that? Why don't you give it to anybody else that's not a little fucking kid? Well,
we know that there's this weird thing about devil fruits in Wano. Because Kinemon, Kanjuro, and Raizo have devil fruits.
This Raizo does have one, right?
I don't know. You can just like.
I don't know.
I don't know if Raizo has one, honestly. But like they have devil fruits for some reason. There's like all these recycled devil fruits going on now in the flashback. So I mean, it's a stretch, but I kind of think that the devil fruit's going to come into play, that she got it in some sort of way. Or we're going to find out something about devil fruits in Wano. That's what the flashback is kind of like.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think they're going to use that for the other guys, like the barrier and the I'm exhausted, so if my mind just runs out, and I just bear with me a little bit.
I don't honestly understand your thing about why it's cool to like be born busted, but it's not cool to have like
I'm saying there's
a busted devil fruit.
They
seem exactly the same to me in terms of character style.
There's significant differences because you have Yonkos and you have who's just born busted, and you just have a thing that's choreographed perfectly for Wano. So if she has this devil fruit anywhere else, it's like almost useless.
I mean, she could tame beasts anywhere she is.
But like you really don't see Beast anywhere.
It's especially helpful here.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's such a plot convenient thing. Like I still like.
But it hasn't really
I'm
been
saying,
plot convenient.
It hasn't been plot convenient. She already captured Speed, and you know it's just gonna lead towards
fodder.
the numbers and shit. It's not fodder. That's one of the captains of the fucking.
Well, they've all turned out to be fodder, honestly.
Did you see Batman vs Luffy?
In the anime, I didn't. But here's good segue.
So I mean. There's definitely, it's just plot convenient, and it gets me nervous because everyone's saying like the whole she's gonna control Kaido as a joke. And
I don't know.
honestly,
I love Tama. She's hungry. She has the thing with Ace. She wants to be a kunoichi. She gave Luffy the rights. She sticks up for the Kazuki clan. She's maybe of Kazuki lineage, just like Oden.
She's wise. Luffy's fighting. I never said
it's awesome.
I said I don't love Tama because of how convenient her devil fruit.
You said how busted her devil fruit is.
It is busted. In the land of Wano, it is a busted devil fruit. And I honestly don't know the implications. And like, what is she, like, why hasn't she been feeding all of these smile fruit characters for all these years?
I just don't find it a problem at all. I love Tama's character. I think she's awesome.
Well, there it is. That was nice. Anime chapter episode 920. Classic Toei, just still trash. You know, basically don't need to go into any other detail.
I was kind of watching it a little bit, yeah.
They did a pretty cool thing. Basically what's going on is Sanji's sobering up Soba, and then he has Toko comes out. You get her reveal. She's pretty cool.
Oh, that was her reveal?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Pink hair, and then you kind of actually the one part I don't know why they're doing the Spike Lee thing out of nowhere.
Yeah,
a lot of candid angles.
Yeah, and then there was one part where like the Yakuza came up to Sanji, and then Sanji started walking over, and they're doing like a steady cam, like a point of view shot, like over to the Yakuza.
Yeah, it's kind of funky.
I don't know. I don't hate it though. It's a little cool. Sometimes it's too much though.
I understand
the canon angles.
Angles. It was like Spike Lee directed this episode. And then the Komurasaki part, or Hiyori, she's about to get introduced in the next one.
Komurasaki, you were right the first time.
They did a...
Tin Hat Theory, Tama is Hiyori. Komurasaki is working with Kyoshiro. Maybe she's the traitor.
Who? No, it can't be because we already know the
thing.
But
I think the Komurasaki thing is very weird. They has not like explained what's going on with Kyoshiro. And honestly, jury's still out for me if she's Hiyori.
I mean, the thing that makes the most sense is that he's Denjuro and that he's protecting.
That does make the most sense.
It makes the most sense.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
What else? But her reveal setup was actually pretty cool. They did this like slow intro, leaves falling. It was actually probably my favorite thing Toei's done animation-wise so far in Wano. It was a nice little soft, gentle leading into her. I enjoyed that. But besides that, not worth your time.
It just seems like it's moving at like an absolute snail's pace.
Yeah, what are you saying? Yeah, it's probably 2 episodes per chapter, right? So if Wano's going to be 120 chapters plus the animation...
Is that what you think it's going to be? I don't think so.
120 plus? Well, I mean, we haven't even gotten to the third act. Third act is going to be the longest act. I assume the third act to be at least 45 chapters, so that gets us into 105, and then 15, and then like 5. Yeah, so around there. 125, 130. Honestly, the way things are going right now is... There we go. Oh, fuck, this goaltend. I'm watching the Knicks game. Here we go. Give me that fucking point.
Yeah, maybe like 120, right? I think.
Yeah, like 120 around here or there. It kind of makes a little bit of sense. But, yeah, honestly, if it goes 150, I would not be the least surprised. The way this flashback is going... I would not be the least bit surprised.
Or I wouldn't be surprised if it goes the exact opposite way and we just get like just speed through it like crazy.
Well, it makes sense for the progression.
And so every act from this point on gets less.
Act 1 was like 15 chapters. Act 2 was like 35 chapters.
Yeah,
this has been like 11, 12 chapters. So now we're at like 61. So then it makes sense for like Act 3, the biggest act.
Oh, it definitely makes sense.
It's going to be like 50-ish or so, 40-ish. So we're getting there. I mean, we're gonna be here for the next 3 years. I mean, let's just face facts. And then, yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, we're gonna be here for
the animation. So Hiyori reveal, next one, pretty exciting. Your favorite character, in Wano.
Komurasaki?
Yeah, is Komurasaki Sashiori.
I don't love like the. She's kind of
spoilers for you. Should we actually point that out?
What?
Like if you're watching that, I mean, I don't know who's watching our streams yet, but if you're watching it for anime spoilers, we basically just.
No one is watching this for the anime review.
You never know. I never even thought about that. Actually, definitely just.
No,
So
it's ridiculous. We've spoiled the manga every single time we've talked about the anime. We can't. Listen,
well, no,
if you wanna do a review
it
of
just
this right
dawned
now-
on me for the first time right now. That's what I'm saying. Like that's kind of.
No, it's fine.
If you're watching the anime, ignore this entire channel.
You ignore the whole thing. Yeah, you
this whole
can't.
thing.
We talk about
Ignore
the
this whole
manga for
thing.
the entire stream. Like,
I was actually excited about doing the anime because I was like I'm just gonna go Toei's trash. That's it that's gonna be the summary. But I actually saw some cool things. This thing that actually made me think about a couple things. So there it is. Other take is this is the first time Robin's ever looked good post time skip.
oh, I
Is
didn't really see her at all.
in her guy shit thing, not wearing those dumb fucking sunglasses from Fishman Island.
And that weird hat.
And the weird hat. I don't know what. I mean, did we
Pre-time skip Nico Robin was.
when we do
so good looking.
When we do hottest people in One Piece,
Is that something we're gonna do?
eventually, Nico
Will we
Robin.
run out of lists?
Yeah, Nico Robin will be up there as like, but pre-time skip.
Pre-time skip.
And then post-time skip, Nami's gonna be up there. Do a little flip-flop.
I'm partial to pre-time skip Nami. I think.
Are you? I don't know, dude. Oda, dude, I'm in Punk Hazard right now. So like, not Sanji's in Nami's body right now.
Yeah.
And she's wearing black, and where the buttons are just exactly where her nipples are. It's actually the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, they go full fan service post-time skip. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, Oda just loves. You read his SPSs, he just talks about boobies half the time. People send him emails, and he's like, "Of course I love boobies." All right, let's get into chapter.
I mean, clearly.
That's the end of the anime. So now onto the chapter. Chapter 970, coming off of the really controversial last chapter at 969.
With another really controversial chapter.
Yeah, I guess so. I
I mean, at least the community is extremely divided on it.
yeah. I mean, let's get into it, and we can talk about why they're. It's like people have their headcanons that they want to happen. When they don't happen, they get fucking feared. But it's also
Do you think that's what it is? I don't think that's what it is at all.
a little bit. I mean, a little.
With
bit.
some people, maybe, but those are the same people that will always let their headcanon dictate their opinion of chapters. I think,
That is true.
by and large, like most people, like don't like this for reasons that are.
I mean,
justifiable.
and they are fair. They are fair. Other thing I want to point out, thank you, Erica, at the bar downstairs, made me a Luffy necklace.
At the bar downstairs.
The bar downstairs. You can tell.
Yeah, it's good.
Can you do a zoom in?
Let's do a zoom in.
Yeah, get in there. Why not?
Get in there.
There you see it.
So thank you, Erica.
It's cute. It's
I
cute.
should have gotten. She's asked me, "What do you want on it?" It's like obviously Luffy, and then that's my necklace.
I'd be like, draw the Watto on there.
the Watto.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like, I want the Sistine.
Yeah.
chapter.
Okay. Let me
So, like,
bring you through this.
Oh fuck! Did he finally get hurt now? If he finally starts playing well, that's perfectly so. Now we can't trade Dennis Smith. for the
When
trade.
Tyler hosts, he's just going to be giving like Nick's commentary that nobody cares about.
I care. And then it's only when the Knicks are playing, which isn't every night, but
It's
not,
every night.
It's not every night, dude. They play every 2-3. Anyways, back to the chapter. First of all, and two, I just want to point this out. The community loves basketball.
You mean like Brago?
No, like the entire, like everyone, like from Virgo. They're
Red
on
Force
trips today.
doesn't love basketball.
Well, they're from Australia. They watch cricket. Who fucking gives a shit?
India's playing good.
In cricket?
Yeah.
Dude, they good for them. But yeah, basketball, dude. It's the Knicks. Never been good, never will be good. But you know, we gotta give them support. And Dennis Smith Jr. is finally playing well tonight, which is cool. Anyways, I digress. Chapter 970, Oden vs. Kaido, coming off of a Fool of a Lord, where Oden was dancing in the street for reasons we still do
5
not
years.
know.
For 5 years.
And we kind of get some hints on it, which we're kind of assuming last time.
Did we get hints on it? I mean, I guess we did.
Yeah, we did with the Paisan, and then kind of talking. We'll get into it. And then the cover story. Oh, also thing is, each episode we switch hosts. So this is my turn.
Yeah,
This
good
one
luck,
will be his
guys.
time, so
Welcome to the show.
I'm sorry. 970. We got Beiji and his crew getting attacked by kisses. Still just don't really care. Hopefully he goes somewhere. I don't have any
Yeah, I have no faith.
assurances. Oh, My Family, Volume 13. Who cares? Okay, here we go.
Yeah, literally, who cares?
Literally, who cares? So we
I
start
feel
off
like it's so far away.
classic Wano things again. We're playing those guitar. You know what they're called?
Biwas.
Biwas. We're playing the Biwas again.
I don't know if you noticed, but in the all the way on the right, that's Robin's instructor.
Yeah.
You're gonna say,
very
okay,
cool.
okay.
Yeah. No, I mean I was thinking about it before, so it's cool with the anime does it, but it's weird because is this current time? She looks the same exact age she looks now.
I know.
Which is kind of funky. But yeah, so you get her again in the corner. Maybe she's the traitor. Who knows?
Anyone's the traitor.
How do I zoom out?
You gotta zoom out.
Give me out of this thing.
I can't see it when it's like that. Oh god.
You fucking up over here.
Yeah, now I fucked it up. Alright.
You can't see?
I can like barely see it.
I won't. Okay. We got Kaido and the crew. They're walking in. Kawamatsu looks dope as hell. I was also at the bottom. You got Hiyori. You got
Yasu.
you got Yasu. You got my boy Momo. You got the mom.
Oh, Momo's your boy?
He's reading a sword fighting book. And then Yasu looks like he's riding over somewhere on his horse. It's also kind of like weird.
You're a big fan of Momo now?
Nah, I never really have been. Dude, I'm delirious right now.
Yeah.
So, we have these hats. Last time I was like wondering, like, why are these guys wearing these fucking stupid hats?
Wow.
And then this chapter, you understand, it's snowing right now in Wano. And everyone in the city's also wearing hats. So I guess it's the way just to blend in so people don't know who they are. Oden has a shocked face. And then
multiple sweat drops.
multiple sweat drops. And then you see him standing there. This is not what I expected. Why are you so thoroughly prepared? How did you know? I was on my way to cut off your head as you sat on that empty island drinking yourself to sleep. I wasn't expecting a battle of numbers. And he's talking to Kaido. Perhaps I have a spy in your castle. Whoa.
I was wondering how you're going to do the laugh.
I'm going on it. I've just had my mansion built. I'd rather not have it used as a battleground. So I came out to meet you instead.
Confirms traitor.
Does it?
Kinda.
Does it?
I think it kind of does, yeah.
I think it confirms Mouseman as the spy.
Yeah, it could also do that because.
But also, the only problem about the Mouseman thing is the smiles aren't out yet.
And Mouseman was a smile user.
He's a smile. He has the fat ass ears.
Is Batman?
Yeah, they're all smile users. Yeah. So my theory took a big time hit this chapter. It's kind of been assumed for a while now, and at this point, I would only want Raizo to be the traitor.
Not Kanjuro?
Nah, I really wouldn't want Kanjuro. I don't want Kanjuro.
I mean, Kanjuro makes sense because he deserted at Dressrosa.
Yeah, he did.
And it could be just because he was working with Doflamingo.
Yeah, but if he's working with Doflamingo, why doesn't Doflamingo have him in his
Doflamingo knew about Firefox, knew about all this stuff. That's just because he got caught.
I think so. I don't know. Kanjuro, it's very hard for me to believe it's a scabbard. From what we've seen of them. The only reason
Really? Because Kanjuro has literally no connection to Oden at all. He just tried to steal his hair, and then Oden beat him up, and then he became a scabbard.
He's also one of the first ones to join in on
That's
him.
the whole thing.
Well,
and it was happening in one panel.
What happened for everyone that way? Then you just say every scabbard has the same flaws.
Not Kawamatsu. Not
Kawamatsu. Okay, well, Kiku. It could be Izzo. It could be,
It could be any of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I really, it's hard for me.
Kanjuro built the ladder at Dressrosa that allowed all the enemies to go up.
Because it doesn't say, it's like, perhaps I have a spy in your castle. He has a lot of people in his castle. He doesn't say anything about scabbards. He doesn't say in your crew. And he also says perhaps, which is also
yeah, but I think it's alluding to there being a traitor.
I know.
Okay.
I know. I'm just holding on.
He says perhaps.
I'm just holding on. I'm just holding on to my announcement. Made a lot of bold claims on Discord. So there we go. So I came out to meet you instead, and also we should, just so I can leak out things when the other assholes don't fucking release them.
Wow.
This is interesting though, because this is what I assume is a part of the deal. Is they said I've just had my mansion built. I'd rather not use it as a battleground. So Onigashima could make sense with like the ships. You got to get out to the island. He might just be, I don't want any part of Wano. I just want to be on whatever it's called.
Onigashima.
Which could make sense into the whole thing because as we've seen, we were talking about last time, this isn't between Orochi and Kaido. It's with, well, actually, we get to the next panel. The next panel says,
I don't understand your ship thing at all.
It's an island. Wano and Onigashima, to get to an island, you need ships.
But why would that be a deal that Orochi would make with Oden?
Orochi make it with Oden, or you mean Kaido make it with Oden?
Oh, Kaido and Orochi, you're saying the deal is...
Well, I think it's just Kaido. I think Kaido's making the whole deal. I think
with Oden?
With Oden.
Okay.
Because he's talking to him. Then it was all a lie, wasn't it, Kaido?
So what would the ship have anything to do with?
I think it's just trading. I think he's just trying to say, just open up the borders. You do your thing over here. I mean,
it's got to be a border opening thing.
Kaido is somehow related to the beginning of Wano. You know, I'm starting to get that feel around like he kind of knows some things about it. And
because I heard some people theorizing that Kaido might be a Kurozumi.
Kurozumi?
But what makes more sense was the OG theory that he's a descendant of Oars, and Wano
the island
was pulled together because Wano is like all these different places that are like islands.
Yeah, but
they were pulled together to create the country of Wano.
It's just kind of funky because you already seen the little Oars. I mean, he could be a part of the tribe. He could still be somehow related to the numbers, and it can still be. Oh fuck! Completely forgot to do our first 3 arcs.
Oh yeah.
Completely blew.
We'll do it at the beginning after the manga.
Whatever. We'll do it. Probably never. But so.
Yeah, that would be good. Put that in.
Then it was all a lie, wasn't it, Kaido? So yeah, so as we all assumed, I know you loved this one. The whole 5 years was a waste of it. But
yeah, I was just right. I mean, it was obvious. I mean,
well, everyone knew it was a lie, but it can also be.
It was obvious that Oden just didn't realize that he was being lied to for some very strange reason.
Well, I mean, if you find out Kaido and them kind of have a relationship. All right, let's get into these. It's actually pretty important dialogue that Kaido has.
Kaido gets a lot of dialogue in this chapter.
I liked it.
I liked it too.
I liked it a
think
lot.
It's interesting.
People were saying monologuing. I mean, do you get they want information? You get some information. Now you're mad about monologuing. I mean, like, what do you want?
No, I don't hate it. It gives gives us some characterization on Kaido after 60+ chapters we've been wanting. It hasn't said it like.
This was the other one I was thinking about doing. I mean, for this, we're doing one of these every chapter now. But I actually love this panel because you got Kaido around a mountain. Leg wrapped around, waiting for him. You have a large army waiting for these guys. And you just got Kinemon, maybe one of his cooler moments.
Tossing the hat?
Flinging the hat to the side, which is pretty sick. Like, all right, gig's up. Let's do it. Then Jiro's taking it off. And so I really like this panel. They're squaring off. Kaido around the mountain's really cool. You have the factories in the background.
Art looks good this chapter. Art's great.
Art looks good. That's right. All
Oden lied to. Didn't realize.
I sensed that we were at a disadvantage then. After your return, if you had joined forces with Hyuga, we would have to deal with all the samurai and Yakuza of Wano together. We had fewer numbers then. It would have been a difficult battle.
Fewer numbers? You think he's talking about the numbers?
So that's what I was actually about to say.
Oh,
where are the numbers?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
They're not here.
It's insane. I mean, it could be a failed, like the numbers maybe got born. Maybe it was a failed experiment from Caesar trying to make giant kids and it went big. Maybe he brings them in later. But it is weird.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's actually genius.
It is weird that the numbers are not in this battle because you would assume they'd be kind of helpful in here, you know?
But it's 20 years ago. Maybe they don't have them. It's the kids. So Caesar trying to make giants with those kids and making them addicted to drugs. So maybe he did that in the past, made giants, but he did it with like alcohol to like keep them there. And so that's why all the numbers are alcoholics.
I think the numbers are somehow related to Kaido just because they're big time drunks. I think there's something there with that.
Yeah,
like that's the only detail we know about them. The other thing with the numbers, like maybe those are awakened smiles. I don't know.
I know that's what I was thinking too.
They're kind of funky, but it is definitely weird that there.
They could be that.
It is weird that there are no
numbers.
Numbers at this fight. We had a few numbers, and it's also let's get going from there. So that's basically the deal. They're at disadvantage. They had to make a deal, which also makes sense.
Would have been a difficult battle. So
he still could have. He still could have won.
Yeah, Oden could have fought for his country.
Well, then you get to the next part.
And it would have been a very difficult battle.
And you get to the next part, which is what I love, especially if you lived up to your fearsome
because
reputation.
it fits your headcanon.
As what?
That Oden didn't give in to strength.
No, I think he was stronger to dance. Just like
I think he could have fought
just
for his
like
country,
Billy-
and it would have been
just like Billy Elliot.
if he had faith in his strength and the strength of Wano, like he could
Have
have
you
won the
ever
fight.
seen Billy Elliot?
Amazing movie. Amazing movie.
All right, I'm back. Especially if you lived up to your fearsome reputation as a madman who would not blink at any sacrifice. Whoa. I'm gonna do that every time.
It's so good.
Instead, you chose a method that would not hurt anyone. Newgate and Roger are like that too. Mighty pirates, but soft in their way. So this is kind of cool because hopefully Kaido's just a madman psychopath. He just
That's what it seems like.
kills anybody. And you are one of
Most
them.
villains in One
the
Piece.
fool who chose to dance, stripped to your loincloth, mocked by all.
So
If you have none of the old Kazuki dignity, I stand by my decision that day. Let us speak. Oh, this is Oda speaking now. I stand by my decision that day. Let us speak. So this is the whole thing we're talking about. If Oden fought, people would have died. Civilians.
well, it was a war.
The civilians would have died.
Well, I think he's talking about like if you got the Yakuza and you got the Samurai of Wano to fight for their country, yeah, people would have died in that battle.
I saw it as they would attack civilians.
Oh, I don't. Why that? He said that he would be in trouble if he got the Yakuza.
I don't think he's. It's different if you have samurais fighting for a battle.
Yeah.
You're okay with those losses.
Well,
Everyone
but
knows,
that's what I think
but
Oden wasn't
everyone-
okay with.
No, I don't think so.
That's literally kind of what it's
No, it's
saying.
not what I'm getting from. So who do they shoot when they poison arrows? I think this is all about the civilians. The only thing that's a question mark still is when Oden attacks. He knows he's going to attack him. Why didn't Kaido use the means to hold him back last time?
Hold who back?
Like Oden. So like Oden didn't want to
Because
fight.
he said it right here that he thought he might have lost the battle if he tried to fight Oden.
Yeah, but like, why would Oden care if you go to battle? It has to be about the civilians.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense.
Well, there's something else that Oda writes that may explain all this that I think it does because Oden does have a plan right now. He sent a letter
He
to
does?
Yusui to defend his family, could tell him the whole deal, and
That's
Yusui
it.
could be doing the thing. Well, he could be preventing the
I
attack
do
right
not
now.
think Oden has a plan.
But he does have a plan.
He just
I think-
decided
I
5 years
think-
later to storm the
I
castle the
think
same way that he
Kinemon- no.
could have 5 years ago.
I think Kinemon stole Oden's plan. I think Kinemon's even more of a fake.
Oh, you think Kinemon's the traitor?
Well, he said, I'm going to come there to cut your head off while you're drunk. It sounds a lot like Kinemon's plan to showing up while they're all drunk to cut his head off.
I don't think Oden has a plan. He decided to storm Kaido.
He clearly has a plan.
Why does he clearly have a
The
plan?
other cool thing, because first of all, he sends a letter to Yasui.
But so what? That's not a plan. He
Okay,
just did
and
that before he
also,
left.
Why didn't they attack these people? Okay,
5 years
there's
ago?
Definitely a plan involved here.
I don't think there's any plan.
Definitely a plan involved.
Why is there definitely a plan?
Definitely
You're
a plan
not
involved.
making any sense.
Definitely a plan involved. Definitely a plan involved.
Kid's half asleep right now.
Doesn't matter. This shit's waking me up. The other cool thing about this whole crap, he says the old Kazuki dignity.
Yeah,
which
that's the
also
other-
points to I think Kaido knowing things about Wano.
That's what people are theorizing now. Yeah,
because
that-
he's saying the old part. I think is very, but like I said before, he stands by his decision. I think Oden's perfectly fine with warriors dying in battle. Okay.
It seems to me from these panels that he's not. That's what I get from it. But you're getting something different.
I'm getting that civilians were in danger.
Well, I'm sure civilians were also in danger.
Well, I think that was
but
a main part. Like,
but it's a war in a
why show
country.
the poison.
I mean,
We good over there?
Oh yeah.
All right, sweet. So then he says, I stand by my decision that day, taking out his sword. I think that's Enma, too. He's taking out right now. Let us speak
Looks like
of the
Enma.
future now. Next thing is you see the Beast Pirates pre-smiles. You know, you got a couple axes, some swords.
so lots of smiles.
Still a lot. I mean, they're slight. They got the tongue out. They're feeling confident. They got Kaido backing them. You see a vein flex.
A little Flamingo vein action
from
going
Oden,
on from
and then
Oden.
he just sprints in.
He's looking yoked
I
right
actually
there.
really like this panel a lot.
His
You-
arms
you-
look thick.
Yeah, you have the same electricity we got last time with the
Like hockey, the Enma hockey thing.
No, it's just like with Whitebeard and Roger.
Yeah, I think I take that as like that's like the Enma hockey.
But you had like when with Roger and Whitebeard, it was like dripping off. Very similar thing, like this lightning coming off. I don't think it has anything to do with Enma. I think it's just.
I think it's Enma stores the hockey, right?
Yeah, but Roger doesn't have Enma, and
But-
neither does Whitebeard.
But it was coming from his attacks.
No, when Roger and Whitebeard fought, They're going. They don't collide. There's the same one of
Yeah,
these lightnings
similar,
coming
I
off.
guess,
So that's
yeah.
not. So that's what I'm saying.
It's
I think-
hockey, though.
Yeah, no, it's massive hockey.
So that's what I'm saying.
He took out all these fucking people, but you're saying it's Enma hockey.
Well, because
I'm not
Enma
saying-
stores the hockey.
I'm not saying it's Enma. Well, then I'm not gonna get
Right, doesn't it?
It does store the hockey,
Right,
but
okay.
you're classifying this is Enma's hockey
Because he has Enma,
But
yeah.
we've seen other people do the same thing
Because
without
they have,
Enma.
Yeah. Because
So
you
then
can
it's
have
not-
hockey without Enma, but this is Enma hockey because that's what Roger does. That's what
This is just
Oden does.
This is just ultimate hockey right now.
Okay, fine.
Anyway, sit down. Lightning's going off, all that crap. Alright, he's flexing hard. Follow Lord Oden into battle. Yeah. You got Ryza flying through, Kinemon, they're all doing the thing. What a second. Wait a second. Is this what samurai are like? They're so tough. Don't fall back. We have the strength of numbers on our side. This kind of points to what Queen said that one time, too. It's like battles are dictated by numbers and not really by strength, which is kind of cool, too. I thought he was saying. And then at the bottom here, you got a montage of all the guys. You got Cat Viper, Kenjuro, Kinemon, the whole crew. The most interesting part, which actually might point to the trader, is Kiku isn't wearing her mask. That we've seen her wear already.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
I mean, I just think it's interesting. Like, why does she not wear a mask now, but she wore a mask
20
for
years
the invasion?
on Udon.
Good point. I mean, she also could be the traitor. I mean, a lot of people don't suspect her. I mean,
It would just come out of nowhere because we haven't really known anything about her.
Well, we know that Oden took her brother.
I mean, I wouldn't call it that.
I mean, kind of. That's the reason why she was away.
Is that? I mean, Izo was trying to catch Odin from running away from Wano.
but then he could have returned and he didn't do it.
He
And
decided not to.
now
It's nothing to do with Odin, though.
And now he stayed in Whitebeard. And when he decided to stay with Whitebeard, you should be like, well, fuck this client. And also, she's only, Kawamatsu isn't really doing much. But, that's the whole thing. I just find it very interesting that Kiku doesn't have the mask on.
If the traitor is one of the scabbards, I don't know.
I've been open. I don't think there was a traitor. I mean, Lord Yasui, Odin sent a messenger to me by horse. He said that his wife and children would be in danger, and he asked me to see you. So Lord Momonosuke is already 8. And now this is also cool too, because you see Hiyori kicking Momo, which I think is the same drawing he did when he did the flashback when he thought about his sister. I think it's the same exact one. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, very similar.
Pretty funny. I laughed.
Yeah, very funny. Classic Hiyori. Otoki, we must be prepared for the worst. If Odin loses this battle, then this country is lost. And Toki's got this nice little smirk on her face too. She doesn't look too calm. She looks calm.
Toki's doing some weird stuff.
Toki's looking like
in these panels.
She's like, have you seen the Odin flex? This guy's fucking. I ain't worried about no Kaido. Going into it to the legs running, very cool. He's running. You got the 2 swords.
That's my favorite panel. I just love the way it looks.
Yeah, the legs. You got the
so
smoke
cool.
coming back. You got Oda's classic swirl. And then it cuts down to a sniper on Odin's face.
Which goes back to the when Luffy first got to Wano.
Oh, does it?
He had that on also. When he got to the beach, they
it is actually. That's very true. You think it's the same guy?
I don't know if it's the same guy, but
probably
I
not,
think it's just it's like a callback,
Because there's a fucking
probably
knife
not.
into his
Probably not.
chest. At first I was kind of confused. At first I thought this was Odin, he hit the thing back at him.
Yeah, me too.
And then I always thought that, but then later when I got the Viz scan, it actually made a little bit more sense because that's a ninja's weapon. That's from narrative times. And then Odin's like, who did that? I hope you don't mind that I'm joining your side. You may not remember me, but I served back in the days of Shogun Sukiyaki. And then we got Shinobu. Completely blanking.
All right, so here's my tin hat theory time.
Okay,
I told Tyler I had a tin hat theory with the chapter. And this is it right here.
And she has the things in her hand. She actually has a bunch of them in her hand.
Okay, so
and
here's
sharp
the thing.
objects. That's actually, I didn't really look that close. Actually, pretty sick, Shinobu.
Shinobu looks good.
Yeah.
She's got a lot of sharp objects, which supposedly she's scared of. That's
what I'm saying. We still got to get there.
So
Why is she still
there,
afraid?
I guess.
Yeah.
So then she comes into this narrative
Are you gonna do
very
tin hat?
fast. I don't. Well, yeah. Let me
get the fucking tin
No,
hat.
we don't have a tin hat.
Go make the tin hat.
I'm not
the
making a tin
foil.
hat. So this is the thing.
Oh my god, we're
She
winning.
comes into this narrative very suddenly. It's kind of a little weird, but
Not really. It makes a little bit of sense. You got a sniper on his face, and they come
it
out.
makes a little bit of sense.
I mean, we saw her last panel
but-
too, so I mean, last chapter.
So she's in here, and here's my tin hat theory. All right, we see Shinobu out here, right?
Yeah.
We see Shinobu. She's got sword. She's got spears or throwing stars, whatever they're called, in each hand, and then one in her mouth. Okay. Now, who else do we know that does that?
Wait, I actually wasn't. What's up?
Pirate Hunter Roronoa Zoro. Shinobu is Zoro's mom on the boat from Wano to the East Blue. Shinobu is Zoro's mom. You heard it here first. We all know Zoro's from Wano, so there it is.
Did we?
Confirmed.
I mean, it's starting to point that
Boom.
way.
Look at that. Hand, mouth. Boom.
Okay,
Santorio.
Okay, that's what it is. I mean, that is a tin hat. Okay.
There you go.
There we go. Also, very cool is that you see this guy's got this fucking thing right in his head, which is sick.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. What are these things called? Do you know BZ
What?
or intern? You know the thing Naruto uses? They're like the shurikens. They're not shuriken. They're like
Oh, maybe. That
no,
sounds
the
right.
shuriken's the thing with the pointy things on it. This is very.
It's like the tip of a spear, but it's like for throwing.
Yeah, and you can spin them around. It's a very Naruto thing.
It's like a ring in it.
Look up Naruto throwing knife type crap. That should do it. But yeah, Shinobu actually pretty sick. Actually, looking at it, I keep forgetting.
Your intern owns swords. You think it's hot?
Yeah.
No, not that. It's because you're
Yes.
an intern,
Exactly.
and you want your class hours. And I will
Listen,
not find that
if
sheet.
you want college credits, you better Google this real fast.
yeah, real
I got it,
fast.
I got it.
But yo, she's
Kunai, it's called.
a kunai. She's actually murking people. Look at this shit.
Oh, yeah,
you got
she's
one
murking
guy over
people.
here. You got a head in here. She's got pretty good aim. So for a girl that doesn't like sharp objects,
She's pretty good with them.
she's pretty good with them.
Trader? Question mark?
Is that Shinobu? I don't know. It's very. Is that Shinobu and you see her as like a little ninja? Yes, it is me. I served at the castle believing that the Kazuki would rule once again. She looks really happy on the battlefield too.
Very happy on the battlefield. Like maybe like she has no fear of anyone attacking her.
I'm still not with that. Baofuku, like not even gonna try to say his name right now. The guy with the weird antelopes, the earlobes.
Earlobes.
And the Kazuki Ninja Legion chose to switch alliances to Orochi in the end. I dreamed of one day serving you as Shogun, so I can no longer stay in the palace. And here you got Dogstorm, you got Kawamatsu doing his classic thing. They're wrecking some people up.
They're not doing. You can't see what they're doing.
Well, you see people flying in the air, and you see him with his tongue out. They're marking people.
Yeah, fodder.
Kawamatsu's doing his classic move that we saw when he first gets introduced at Udon. You see people up in the air.
Paradise something.
Yeah, I actually forgot what it's called.
I'm pretty sure it's Paradise.
And then this is classic. I do
No,
not.
it was River of Retribution.
It's actually
It's River of Retribution.
I love
yeah.
me some Kawamatsu.
Yeah,
I do
that's
not
good.
blame anyone who would lose faith in a fool of a lord. And then you see kind of tear face. So, I mean, dude, I don't
get that.
Shinobu. No, he's saying like I don't blame people for not.
Yeah, but why is
believing in
that
me.
Shinobu's reaction?
What?
Why is
Because
that?
she knows what would happen there. She eavesdropped on the whole thing. She knows that he's not a fool of the Lord. She knows what he sacrificed.
Then it just makes her really sad that he says he doesn't blame
Yeah,
people.
I mean, and she's like, he called out himself, and she's like, this should be the guy. We walk a path of thorns, Shinobu.
Sick line.
Traitor.
Sick line.
And then you got
Pointing to
Denjiro
Raizo.
and Kingdom. Yeah, pointing to Razo. The whole thing. I will join you. On one side, 11 samurai ventured into battle. So right now we got overlaid thing, a lot of fire on the ground.
We walk a path of thorns, Shinobu. That's such a cool line.
It is pretty cool.
Like, are you sure you want to join us? This is not an easy route.
Yeah, at all. She's done. Yeah,
Respect it.
Very cool. Very cool. Fun line. And then you got the battlefield basically all lit up. Also, I wonder where. Oh no, they kind of tell you this isn't Udon, right? Yeah. And you got the shadow of Kaido in the background. Next one, it says, be careful. On the other, this is narrator. On the other side, 1,000 pirates. Some of them are very dangerous. And right here you see Kanjuro and Denjiro about to square up with Queen. Queen looks like he has either, I don't know what that is.
It looks like a baseball
It's a
bat
baseball
with like
bat, but
poison coming
out.
off
That's
of
what
it.
I'm kind of thinking too, right? Classic thing
I don't
here.
get why Queen is in silhouette, but
Honestly, I think it looked cool.
yeah, it's like a
Personally,
style-
I think
a
it's kind of
style
look cool.
thing.
It separates them. Like here are our samurai, and here are their enemies, and then you have King who's doing his classic. Dude, I
Yeah.
cannot wait for the King fight. And Raizo just fleeing. I mean, this guy just has no chance. I mean, you got Denjiro And actually, Kanjuro's useless going against Queen, and then you just have Raizo just running away, which is a classic. But the battle lasted long.
So does this confirm that Denjiro's second commander level?
I think he's Admiral level. Denjiro is Queen Bull.
Right.
No, I don't think that confirms anything because what is Raizo first commander level?
Well, Raizo's running away. Denjiro's squaring up.
I don't know. I still think Denjiro is like first commander, second. Maybe. Who knows? We'll see. I mean, he's also the one. Kaido also gives him the flex too. But the battle lasted longer than expected as Kazuki Oden's strength surpassed the enemy's imagination. And you got Kaido breathing a lot of fire, Dragon Breath thing. The Dragon Breath gets him, kind of knocks him back. I actually love this too, actually. But people say, I'll get to it. It's cool. So it looks like Oden's like falling back, and he sticks the knife in to kind of slow himself down. Do you think it's that, or do you think he kind of like rolled back and was kind of getting?
I just think he jumped out of the way.
I don't know. It kind of looks like he's getting knocked back. The way I imagine it's going to be animated is he's getting knocked back, and while he's rolling, he kind of sticks his sword in the ground, so he stops and gets up. He's like, I got the only thing I want to cut is your scaly neck, Oden two-sword style. It looks like Kai's got to breathe some fire at his ass. And then the moment we've all been waiting for. I got to go into 2 pounds for this one, I feel like. Paradise, Tatsuka. And it's just Kaido screaming like a little bitch. 2 slashes down the chest. Same lightning effects we get from before. And then his crew freaks out. I'm just going to finish the pound. We'll go into it. He landed a blow on the invincible Kaido. X again. O. Kaido white face. And he drops. Bop. And then Oden comes in. So finish off the final blow. Never come back to Wano. And then all of a sudden you see in the bottom left, stop right there, Oden, help father. Anything you want to say right now?
So
I love Kaido's face. I love this thing right here.
Art's great this chapter.
Art is great.
I was very much like looking forward to the Oden Kaido interaction. I thought it was going to be really cool. Last week I said I was really excited for the Hour of Legends.
To redeem it, yeah.
And I just feel like this was so anticlimactic.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed.
There's like 2 panels of this fight. The chapter's called Oden versus Kaido.
I wanted Oden and Kaido to square up to kind of do the heaven earth split thing again.
Yeah, I thought there was at least going to be like a Conqueror's Haki clash.
The humanoid thing. What I was expecting to happen was they were going to clash in the middle of the battlefield, like this Wano's mind is that, and it kind of like knocks everybody back.
Yeah, something
and
like
it becomes
that
like
I don't understand why Oden didn't use Conqueror's Haki to like knock out half this fodder. Okay.
I'll get there.
Okay.
I'll get there.
But yeah, like I don't know.
The other thing that this was always my biggest question too, especially when we first get introduced to Enma, is they say that Enma's the only blade to cut Kaido.
Clearly not.
Well, when you look
I don't
at
think
it,
they said that though.
I gotta look back to see the
I think
discrepancy.
they just said that Enma.
Oh, we're in overtime? Fuck. So the thing that the only thing that was always weird with it was like it's clearly an X. You know he has 2-sword style, so I'm like it has to be the 2 swords.
Yeah.
So people are like, freak. I gotta look back and see what they say for Enma.
I always assumed that it was both swords, but they give Enma like extra emphasis for some weird reason.
I don't know.
But I think they're just doing that because it's they're giving it to Zoro. Yeah,
Zoro needs the power up.
Yeah.
So like one's stronger
Zoro
than the
doesn't
other.
need anything. He's stronger.
But also I'm trying to see. So actually it does make a little bit of sense because it looks like Enma's in his right hand from when he comes out, and it looks like his slash. If you go 2-sword style, it looks like this one's thicker than the other one, but that's me maybe just trying to defend Oda right now.
Yeah, that's a little bit too much for me.
I was thinking about I want to look at it a little bit closer.
I mean, listen, if you brought out like a ruler, a protractor,
Intern.
Yeah.
So anyways,
I mean, it's an unbelievable panel.
I also just love Kaido's face.
There's hypeness here for sure.
Yeah.
Little anticlimactic how the whole thing goes down, but we'll finish it in a second.
Yeah, because then it goes.
We also thought like last chapter. First of all, Hour of Legends. I don't know about that, but we also said like we thought there was going to be like some Denjiro King sizing up. Thought some Kinnaman might have a flex, like all these things, and we just didn't get any of that.
I think Oda's saving all those tricks for like later.
I kind of just think that's like a stupid excuse.
Like why isn't Queen in zone form? Why isn't King in zone form?
I know, I don't get it.
You got a couple things like that.
I don't understand.
What I was supposed to expect, so like
We've already seen Queen in zone
I
form
gotta
like
make
that.
that shot. Yeah, no, you do. I mean, I don't know. I just think personally,
I
the
feel like-
only reason why he did the shadows is I think it's just a cool stylized.
Yeah,
don't
I think it's a style
I don't
thing,
think he's
I
hiding
agree.
anything.
I agree.
I think it's cool. You know, you
I'd
like
like to see
separate
more of it though.
You have some narration
You know?
in it. What I was kind of also expecting maybe from this chapter is, first of all, I wish it was like 20 pages. You know?
Or like this was 3 chapters.
Or like 3 chapters.
If the fight was 3 chapters, that would have been amazing.
It would have been sick. I mean, dude, we're already 15 chapters in, and it's like not fit. We're like what 11, 12 in on this flashback, so it's kind of crazy. Fuck, what else? All the thing I was kind of hoping for was like, you know, the episode in Fishman Island when like everyone's after post time skip, they all have their own ability. There's one chapter where like every single Straw Hat gets a flex.
Yeah.
You see their new power.
Yeah, it's
so I was
awesome.
kind of hoping you'd get that in this one. Instead, you just get like a face of everybody fighting.
Yeah.
I think that would be like really cool, but they didn't do it. So that was one of my disappointments. And then next one you see, so right now is where we get back. Stop right there, Oden. Help father. Let me get back to the 1-page thing. Father, and then you see Momonosuke. Some guy has a knife to his throat. Oden looks back. Momo. You see, cool thing. I like this actually a lot when I saw this. You see blood, and then it's Momo's face right there. And I actually, dude, even though it's kind of whack, I actually love this panel. You have like,
Oh, it's great this chapter.
it really is great.
Yeah, it
It
is.
really is great. So you have
It
Kaido
is.
standing over him with the club, the same club that took out Luffy, and you just have Oden just reaching out, huge. I also love how big he made Oden this chapter. You know?
Yeah,
Just
Oden is huge
hand.
this
Almost,
chapter.
it's like his hand's almost the size of Momo.
Yeah, dude,
and he's like
all of
reaching out, got hit in the back of the head. And then next bomb, dude, I'm like, I actually love this page. You see Oden with just blood dripping from the back of his head,
Lots
fist
of
down. Then he sees Momo laughing. Kyo, click. Kyo. Oden's Kaido's standing over him. Oden goes down.
So, okay, yeah.
No, go.
So
No, you're
Kaido
good.
basically one-shots Oden from his like human form, right? And that's basically like the same thing that happened with Kaido and Luffy.
Yeah. So I don't, it's like,
And
but you don't get like a
He's
name.
in,
that's- yeah.
he's in dragon form.
Yeah.
You don't get a name tag. He just clubs him, and then you're done. You're done. He's the strongest in the verse. I mean, let's get real.
20 years ago.
You get
though.
hit once, you're dead. Right. So 20 years ago, I don't think he's anywhere close to as strong as he is now. But still, he's still Kaido. You know, he's still strong as hell. On the rocks, pirates, whatever.
Everything with blood, I mean, like he's dripping blood right now. I mean, the thing's made out of spikes. I mean, it's gonna hurt.
But here's the
Get
thing,
hit
like
in the back
oh,
of the head with it.
course.
I mean, then again, Whitebeard got his whole face cut off.
Yeah.
He's got fighting.
He like got a heart attack, died, and then came back to life.
The thing is, I mean, this confirmed my headcanon that Oden is in fact stronger than Kaido, and that Kaido will win through some
I don't
tomfoolery.
see it like that at all.
At all?
No.
He's about to cut his head off.
I think that if that fight
What?
kept going, it would have been like close.
I think if
and Kaido would have won, I think.
I think if that old hag didn't do this BS, that Kaido's head would be cut off. Right now.
Well, I don't think that, and there's no way of us knowing.
He's knocked out. Dude.
He cuts, but here's the thing. So Luffy did that to Kaido also. He punched him in dragon form, kind of like his eyes rolled back, and then he came to back in human form, right? So what I'm thinking, and then Kaido obviously one-shot Luffy.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is you're always weakest in your OG form, right?
He's a little bit
So
stronger.
this is what I think. Kaido, Tin Hat. Kaido is a dragon who ate the human fruit. And that's why he clubs people in his human form. We haven't even seen his like awakened form. Not awakened, his hybrid form. So he's weakest.
Maybe this is Kaido's awakened hybrid form.
Nah, I don't think
And he's
so.
a little scrawny little bitch.
That'd be hilarious.
That would be kind of funny, right?
That'd be hilarious.
The one-shot thing, I mean, dude, you knew Oden had to lose this fight, okay? You kind of hoped for a little bit more.
I mean, we already knew what happened in the fight.
Yeah,
of
that's what I'm
course.
saying. So, like, everyone's, like, acting surprised. You just kind of hoped a little bit
Well,
more
I wish that it
one-on-one
wasn't
thing.
2 panels. But.
I just wish that you got a little bit of them splitting the skies and kind of knocking everybody back for some hour legend.
Just some more.
Where,
Give me
like, some
more.
people are just like...
It was just like
"Oh,
such
look
a
at the great power."
long build up to this fight.
Yeah.
Like this is what we were constantly looking forward to, and it just got a little anticlimactic
Yeah.
for me. That's it.
So then he's down, and then next panel, Lord Oden, everyone else gets distracted because their lord just gets knocked out. Ashura Doji gets stabbed.
In the back.
So this is...
Here's the thing. It's Shuridoji's traitor stabbed in the back. It's a metaphor. It's symbolic.
But then, no, this is the interesting part.
Who knows? Who knows anymore?
That's the interesting part. I mean, I know. Just follow my headcanons, and
There
I'll
is
guide
no
you
traitor.
through. I'll guide
But
you
someone's
through
getting
Wano.
stabbed in the back in this chapter, alluding that there's a traitor.
So this is the interesting thing. It shows as soon as you see a Shiradoji go down, you see King standing over him with blood drip coming down. But the hand that's going through a Shiradoji doesn't look like, it looks kind of skinny. It doesn't look like the King we know of. I just think it's like, I'm not sure if it's King. He looks like he's implying it, but it doesn't look like it from here.
Brago DA's just replied to one of my YouTube comments.
Did he?
I'm famous now.
Very cool. What did you say?
Shouts out, Brago. Get me on the stream.
What, would you offer to sit on his lap again? and his response is you just being like a fucking...
Nah, he said...
Oh, Knicks, we're taking the lead. Who's going next? Come on, baby. A restraining order just
was-
got filed against you? Is that what happened?
Nah, he came on to the Wano Report, Mr. Morge and O'Hara's
What is
podcast.
Report? I've been hearing this
It's
a little
Mr.
bit.
Morge and O'Hara's
Oh,
podcast.
that's pretty cool.
And he was saying like, yeah, I love the chapter immediately, but I watched his reaction to the chapter live, and he did not like the chapter at all. In fact, he hated the chapter, and he was
Yeah.
so depressed, he wouldn't even give a review of it after. But he came out, he was like, I like the chapter. But he liked my comment and then replied, hated Oden versus Kaido, liked the chapter. Which, all right, that's fair enough.
Is that what Brago said?
That's what Brago just replied to
Brago
my
said he was
comment,
like
says.
sleeping. I'm telling you, Brago's so reactionary to threats and everything. I'm telling you.
Nah, I don't think so. Brago knows what's up. Brago knows what's up. He's a good reviewer. You should check him out.
I do like Brago.
I'm telling the people.
Oh, I'm sorry. But
I know you like Brago.
I do like Brago, but the thing is about Brago is that he said he's like sleeping in it. He like goes back and forth. Like one second he likes it. I guess that's true for me. When I first read this, I was yonked out. I was psyched. Oden's confirmed, Yonko level, all this other shit. And I read it after, like, I do have a couple problems with these things. So, but anyways, so your opinion can change, after going back on it
Definitely.
and reading it back. You're also reading raws that aren't actual translations. And then when you get the viz on Sunday, things can change or be explained. I mean, the fans translation have been doing pretty well though lately.
The French, since they changed to like the
Yeah.
French scans, they've been pretty good, yeah.
But you didn't get the "We walk a path of thorns," Shinobu.
No, I mean, the wording's never going to be the same.
Yeah.
Like, there's never going to have that same, like, poetic hit when it's,
Yeah.
like, the official. But the words are, like, they get the point that it's trying to convey across
Exactly,
pretty much all the time. I mean, there's a couple things changed for theory purposes, like in this one and the last one, but most of it is, like,
It's pretty accurate.
Pretty solid.
You get the general feel.
pretty close to, like, I would say the Japanese box level
Yeah.
of quality. Except they
So-
did, like, notes and other things that were kind of cool. Oh, yeah. I digress.
The scabbards lose. Oden's knocked out. The Shiradoji gets stabbed. We go back to narration. The fighting was so fierce that the fires that burned Udon's thick forest did not abate until the rains arrived a full 5 days later. Daimo of Kuri, Kazuki, Oden, and his 9 followers were imprisoned in the flower capital to await their punishment for the crime of rebellion against the shogun. Unaware of the reasons behind this act, the populace's reaction was cold. Once again, they don't know the reason. After what a disappointment, he was a little late, don't you think? This also gets to the whole thing, like, why does Wano like him?
Yeah, I don't get it.
You still get it? I mean, that's going to get to my point, my next theory.
He's got to make some sort of speech when he's getting boiled.
It's going to be like that and a little bit else. Also, it's the same prison they were locking up the other guys before. Does this mean we won't get to see his naked dance every week? That's the only downside to this. Hey, this is serious. I don't know her. She's no vast. And the Shinobu walking down, looking
She's fodder, like speaking.
fine. She has a sword on her back. And then it goes to like a flashback bubble. I don't know her. She's
is
no
Oden.
vassal of mine. Are you after my life then? Who are you? Be gone, Kunoichi. And she does her classic suck thing. Now,
That's
this is-
Oden speaking to
yeah.
Shinobu.
Now this is the one thing I don't understand. You got Denjiro on the ground. You got everyone knocked out and tied up. The one thing I don't understand is Oden's super strong. He doesn't have a devil fruit. Why can't he break out of these chains?
Yeah, it's
You know?
now you're nitpicking critiques on the chapter.
I mean, no,
He's in a jail cell,
because
whatever.
I had a couple problem things. I mean, it's just
I-
but like that was like one of my things.
But here's what I think is really weird,
What?
is that they're all locked up, and this is like some sort of flashback about them getting executed. But why is Shinobu just like walking free.
She's going for like what you asked, like, okay, if she's fighting with them, right?
She just got away.
And she got away, and that's why Oden was like, hey, yo, like, I don't know who the fuck that, like, everyone knows, like, these are the vassals, you know, and then he kind of backed her up.
So
and, like,
she
needs to
escaped from the prison?
No, she gets freed. They're
he's
not in
yelling
prison.
that.
This is the battlefield right now.
Yeah.
Is what I'm seeing. And then he's like, or maybe they are in prison. And she's like, I don't know who the fuck that is. Then Fukujiro can come out and back her up, be like, okay, and she's like, still on my team, the whole thing.
What?
What?
You're just assuming that there's like so many other things happen to like make this make sense?
She gets released. Odin doesn't claim her. So then why would you imprison her?
All right. I mean, that's not in the chapter, but if that's what you think happened, that's interesting.
I mean, it's in the chapter. She's walking free. I
walking
don't know
free is a
her.
flashback,
She's no
yeah.
vassal of mine. No one's ever known. The only time you ever see she's ever sworn loyalty to him was like on the battlefield for 3 seconds. She killed everybody.
Very weird.
And now she's walking free.
Right.
The sentence for the samurai has been, she holds some kind of secret. I don't know. I don't know why Shinobu's getting all these strong flexes. I really never really cared about her that much. The sentence for the samurai has been decided. Mother, when his father coming home, this is Momo. I folded a paper balloon for him. Oh, that's lovely. Won't it be nice when he returns? Then you see, it looks like Osuro is playing with an origami thing.
Yeah, why
and
is
then
there
you
just a
got-
random panel of Suru, and why have we not seen her since the mountain god incident?
Because
It
she's
just doesn't matter.
I mean, it's just showing like Kim and finally got knocked out, and then she's also, but she looks kind of
She looks
calm about it.
happy,
This
like,
is why I'm thinking
I
like
don't
there's
get
kind
it.
of might be a plan, but Yasui looks like he's depressed. So I don't know. I'm thinking, I mean, dude, like I said, but the other weird thing I find about this chapter, and this goes to you, Dritz, because you're the first one to point this out to me. Go to Windex. Needed that. Is this cross? Now, Dritz pointed out if you look throughout One Piece, from Mihawk to Treasure to the religion, there's a lot of crosses that get placed without. Now I find it
big cross.
very interesting that is so prominent. The only difference is it's very different than the other crosses that we've seen in the past. Now the first cross is Mihawk, of course. You have his sword as a cross. You see the island he's fighting on that he lives at finally. There's a cross in the middle of the battlefield.
Yeah.
And it kind of goes to the headcanon I think we both share, is there's somehow something religion related to the Void Century.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like religion, but like
you
or
see
like
the
an
Kuma,
order.
you see
Like
the Kuma Bible.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of things pointing to it, and I just find this very peculiar
Yeah, it's
that
interesting.
they have this in there. It's just so prominent. And it's the first time we see a cross in Wano. I believe so. I might need to go back, but I find it very peculiar and just something to keep an eye out for. And then we go in the public square 3 days hence. The 10 wicked samurai are sentenced to be boiled to death. And then it's just the scabbards. They're all marked up. Tanjiro looks pissed. They all look pissed, all banged up. And Oden's frowny face. He looks like he took some damage like
He
throughout.
took a lot of damage.
You know, I
It
think
looks
he's
bad.
he looks. I mean, who knows? He could have been beating the shit out of him after he got knocked out. You know, who knows?
That's true.
But I mean, it's weird because he's not really damaged anywhere around here.
No.
He's got a little bit of scars here and there, but for the most part, he his ankles and all that shit looks fine. So that's a chapter. Okay.
Odin does not look happy.
Does not look well. Yeah, because he lost. That's not his plan. So now the question goes: how did the scabbards get away from this?
Yeah.
How's the house get on fire? And all those things. Now, what I'm thinking, and this is my headcanon, is Oden, before the bag get boiled alive, just unleashes a crazy amount of Conqueror's Haki.
Oh, that would be sick.
Sick. Gives
But
a
it doesn't make
speech.
sense why I wouldn't use it in the battlefield. But yeah,
Just gives a
that would be
speech,
sick.
knocks out a bunch of fucking people, and then kind of gets boiled. Like, that's kind of his last act. His last act is like kind of freeze.
Yeah.
Yasui has something planned out to free these guys. You know, it's kind of like a whole thing and like there. But I think that would kind of knock him out. Because you need Oden to do something epic that has everyone be like this guy.
I think it's just gonna be he gives a speech like right
Well, I
before he
think
gets boiled.
he
that,
gives
like,
a speech, but then these
riles the people's hearts.
But then these people need to get free though. So would they rile their heart?
yeah.
And they
So all the scabbards need to get free somehow. If they're all like sent. This is what I don't get. They're all sentenced to death, but half of them are just like living in Wano in present day.
Well, sure. Well, it shows those he's strong, and then Kaido kind of just wants to
Okay,
get him
that
on
one
the
I
side.
get.
Okay,
But, like,
the other
Kiku-
guys get sent out. Kaido they try to break, and they and they feed him poison. Kiku, she was
guess
sent
it's
to
just Kiku. I guess-
she was sent to the future too, and then Dogstorm and Viper go back to Zo. So I mean, it checks out.
Yeah.
You know.
It's just that, like, I guess how do they get away? And, like, Toki has to give her prophecy.
Yeah. So once again, another 2 more chapters in the flashback. We've been saying it for 50 minutes.
I don't know. I
feel
think
like last
I think
15
he's gonna
chapters.
wrap it up in one.
You think so?
I think it's gonna be-
You're gonna have 2 epic speeches in 1 chapter.
2 epic speeches. Toki's prophecy is like
Yeah, but
it's 2 lines.
Yeah, but it's gonna be like an epic scene though. You know, I think it's.
We got the entire battle, like the biggest battle, the battle that like literally the entire since we've been culminating this moment since Punk Hazard, and it
Yeah.
culminated all in 1 chapter, and the big fight that everyone wanted happened in 2 pages. Less, I think. I mean, at the pace that we're going right now, I think it's going to be 1 chapter.
it's
If
done
it
next
gets
month?
drawn out and it's 3 chapters and it shows something interesting about Oden and how he actually got Wano and what's going on with Toki and Suru and like the Scabbards like devises plan. I don't know. Like I can't imagine any of that
I
happens.
think it's
but
gotta be 2. I think it's gotta be.
That would be interesting.
Also, the other reason why I didn't like this chapter is break next week.
Shinobu like something gets
bad when
explained
you
with
go
that.
Break week. It's a break week.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
So you gotta sit on this shit for a while. I
So-
don't know. I think I've been saying 2 chapters for like the last 12 chapters, so I really don't know at this point. I'm just along for the ride.
I mean, if it's 3 chapters and like there's a lot of stuff that there's like a narrative that we get that we can understand, like I'm down. I'm down.
These people gotta get free. You're assuming Oden's gonna give a big time speech.
If next chapter we go back to present day Wano, we go to Sababoa.
Do you think that? I mean,
Kobe?
I'll be kind of pissed
Fine.
if we don't go right back to Luffy.
It would definitely be weird, but I mean, if
Also,
I'm being perfectly honest, I have not loved this flashback. I loved the Roger hype.
Yeah.
I loved like the episode when they show the Kawamatsu Inuneku backstory.
Yeah.
But besides that, I have not liked any other chapter.
I thought you liked the Mountain God incident.
No, I did not like the Mountain God incident. It was fine. It was okay. I mean, that's like the kind of thing that I like a narrative that like kind of explains why people are involved. I just didn't think that it was like worthy of like the amount of like we see Kinemon like literally for multiple arcs talking about his loyalty to Oden, like all this stuff, like so strong, and then it's just like he sliced a giant pig one time.
That at
and like
all.
it's like I don't know.
That wasn't why he followed him.
That was why
The pig.
he sliced the Mountain God.
He followed him because Osuro was in danger. He was
By
about
the
to
pig.
die, and then he sliced him, and then he
Yes.
sacrificed himself.
He said,
so
"Shut
that
up!
Kinemon
Don't tell
lived."
them. They already hate
So
me."
then, if Kinemon that didn't happen, Kinemon's dead. That's why he's doing it. It's not because he saw his strength. It's because he protected him.
No, I don't think so. I just think it's pretty weak. I just think it's
That's
pretty
literally
weak.
what happened.
He killed the pig,
No, he killed him.
freed Suru.
Freed Zoro, and then took the blame for Kinemon,
then
so
took the
Kinemon
blame.
doesn't die.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what
I
happened.
just think he could have came up with something stronger than that.
Okay, well, that's not. But the reason.
But regardless, I think
So-
it's
so
probably
Ki-
the worst flashback. In,
Kinemon's
nah,
life.
I won't say that, but-
Kinemon's life is just it's mute. So like, if he didn't do that,
Kinemon, I don't think would have died. Suru would have died.
and Kinemon looks like a bunch of. I think that's kind of the thing. And then you also know that the Mountain Guy's going to play a pivotal role in this upcoming war.
like the Kagura snake.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, you keep saying this is the worst flashback.
yeah.
And I'm trying to think of one that I don't like as much, and I haven't thought of one.
The only thing I'm thinking is Senor Pink, and it's only because you get Roger's hype in this flashback.
Yeah.
And that's why it's stronger than Senor
But
Pink.
Senor Pink is
But
so
Senor Pink
sad. dude.
is sad and
Yeah.
pretty good. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not great, but it's like pretty good.
I'm trying to think. Like how many? We'll do one of those lists. Top whatever.
Top flashbacks? Yeah, we should do that.
We'll definitely be down for that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the chapter.
That's the chapter.
What's your rating? Initial rating. What are your thoughts?
6.5.
6.5. I'll give it like an 8.3. I got my Oden theory confirmed that he is stronger than Kaido.
I don't think that's confirmed at all.
think it is.
He got one shot by Kaido.
Dude, Kaido himself was like, I'm kind of afraid of you guys. And then
Yeah, he said it would have been a tough battle.
Would have been a tough battle.
He got the Yakuza
Yeah.
involved in Samurai of Wano.
Well, that also points out to why there was a plan in motion for like Orochi and them. Like, what happens when Oden shows up? We might not be outnumbered, so like let's like put the civilians on hostage, kind of thing like that. Like that's why they created a game plan. That's why they used queens, poison arrows, and everything. Like
Sure,
that.
I mean, yeah.
So the only reason I would have given this thing a 9, I would have gone on my note list is I would have loved an earth splitting between Kaido and Oden, and then like the people want to like.
Oh, and the Orochi chapter I really liked to the flashback.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah. And then earth splitting, and then people like looking over at Udon. They're like, "What's going on with those? Like what's happening over there?" Kind of thing. I think that would be I think that would have put the thing over the edge. But besides that, dude, it's kind of what I expected this chapter a little bit. I mean, I didn't expect the whole Shinobu bullshit. I thought maybe
we expected there was going to be more fights. I mean, based on what we predicted last week, we expected there to be like
a little bit
more clashing, more sizing up.
But that's what's it. Like, that's what I just didn't get that. I mean, I didn't really expect that much out of the scabbards.
I did.
Did you? I mean.
Yeah. I thought that this flashback was supposed to make us care about the scabbards, and to be honest with you, I really don't.
I do care about the scabbards.
I don't know anything about Kiku. Ashura Doji is like, he was cool at the beginning, and now I'm like, I don't know, whatever. Raizo, Kanjuro, Kinemon kind of always weren't that strong of characters. I mean, who do I care about? Like, Catstorm and
Catstorm,
Dogstorm and Cat Viper are cool, but like, Kawamatsu's cool, but... Kawamatsu's cool.
We also need to figure out what's going on with Cat Viper and their beef.
Yeah,
so I think there's gotta be a couple more chapters, personally.
If there's 2-3 chapters and we get some content, I'm all for it.
Might come out later.
Just the pace, though, it scares me. The pace scares me.
Oh, what's up? Yeah, how you been? Got Whole Food? What kind of bag is that?
Oh, that's fun. Oh, God.
Luffy bag.
That's good.
How's your weekend? You watch the Super Bowl?
No.
All right, and that's the chapter.
And that's the chapter. You got any predictions for tonight? I guess we just gave.
We just did predictions. We did.
We're going at a snail's pace. We really got off track with the.
This is Southburn Hard Boiled live from the studio audience at a New York. A lot of crowd noise.
The crowd noise, yeah.
Eat as much
more people are watching us live than we have on stream.
I still think you guys get some views. So you're really thinking.
We do get some.
You're getting a couple hits.
We're getting some. We gotta get some hits.
I saw it was like up to like your first episode was up to like 14.
No, it's up to like 50 plus now.
And I was like, I only viewed it one time. I know you guys probably refreshed it a couple times.
I've only viewed it once.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not watching that twice.
It has like 70 views now.
Yeah, no, I think the biggest thing is the title we have.
Yeah, I think it's got to say One Piece and then the list.
And then it says top 30. And also the title card itself, really helps you out.
The title card.
What?
It's not mine.
It's hummus.
Looks good.
I think that's been there forever. Just give it a good
smell. Throw it out. If it's none of ours, we should throw it out.
Just give it a good smell.
Yeah, I know.
Just throw it back in there.
No, don't throw it back in. Yeah, maybe smell it. Yeah,
that smells like a call.
Hummus does last a while. It's just chickpeas, yeah.
Hey, chickpeas.
You don't like
All white people don't look the same, Amy.
That's so racist. That is so racist. Really think about that next time.
Sick.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Alright, so we good right now?
How's my sound?
Let's try to wrap this up before 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah, should we? Yeah, I still have to like make dinner.
You're good.
Do you?
I mean, I haven't made it yet, so I guess we'll see what's gonna happen.
What are you making?
I was thinking of making shakshuka, honestly.
Really? Oh, with the tomatoes and you drop the eggs in it? Have you seen my recipe that I have on my phone from New York Times?
Oh, you made it?
No, I didn't
New
make
York
it.
Times.
Like I saw it. I've always.
No,
wanted
I
to
just
make-
saw a really easy episode. I was gonna make a poor man's version of it because I have this habanero salsa that's really good.
That's cool.
So instead of putting pepper, I'm just gonna put the salsa in it.
Do you need you use my tomatoes? I got some whole.
No,
tomatoes.
I got
You got the
tomatoes.
tomatoes?
I got tomatoes.
Did you go with salt or no salt?
You can try some. No, I'll do salt. I'll put salt in it.
Yeah. No, I mean like when you got the canned tomatoes.
Oh, I
like,
get
wet canned-
unsalted.
Unsalted.
Because I put I salt like to how I. How
Yeah, I know, but
prefer.
I don't know. I get 50-50. Someone told me you should always get
Salted
ones.
Oh,
Because
why?
like, what?
They're not getting into it yet.
Hey.
They might start a new channel.
Hey, you know, we're multifaceted. You know.
Yeah.
Next one tonight. You know, very good.
This
news.
is like really far this way, don't you think? Or no?
Yeah, who fucking cares? I mean, we're in frame, right?
Yeah.
All right, it's cool. All right, so welcome back, everybody. We made our tea for Tea Time Top 10. Sick, nice, awesome. And then, yeah, let's get into it. We're doing ships today, top 10 ships
Top 10
in
ships.
One Piece. I gotta say, this was almost harder than the arcs. Because
Yeah, this was harder, I think, actually.
because it was limited. Like if you gave me 15, I might have been able to ease it out a little bit more. Also, I was just
There are just some left on the cutting board that I really
Yeah.
hurt my heart.
I did honorable mentions and there's 10 honorable mentions. But the other thing though too is it was just hard to cut it out, and then also just as you guys can tell from me reading the last chapter, my brain is just not
Does
working.
not work ever.
So I
It
basically
does not work.
This is just through this list. I mean, so it is what it is. I think Matt might have a little more detail and explanation for his chapters.
For my chapters, I
I
don't know.
mean, for your fucking whatever.
Now this one, I feel like there wasn't much. Like I didn't even do notes because I didn't have like.
Yeah, it's
that
kind of
much
like
to
it
say.
looks
Like,
cool.
Yeah, exactly. Like I didn't.
There's
Last
some-
chapter, I had a ton of
Yeah,
notes.
there's reasons. Yeah, actually, speaking of, do you want to get into our top 3?
Oh, we can do our top 3 arcs because our top 3 arcs cut off in the last one. Just really quickly, I'll do it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give a lot of reasons.
3 to 1 for me is Water 7 number 3, Marineford number 2, Enies Lobby number 1. Water 7 to me I think is like the most perfectly written arc in like all of One Piece. It like the theme has like a mystery novel theme to it. It's really cool, really well done. The story is just absolutely excellent. Marineford just hype, just so much hype. Like it's
So much sauce.
Unbelievable. Whitebeard's speech.
So
you get
much
so
sauce.
many hype moments. You get so much coming
Like
together.
Whitebeard does not just
Whitebeard does not.
get Blackbeard shanks the whole thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
so good. So and then Enies Lobby is just like the emotional toll that Enies Lobby has on you as a viewer. Like the build up through Water 7, Robin saying I want to live, just like the whole going through all of Enies. I mean, Luffy Lucci just an unbelievable fight. Like
Favorite
you
fight.
get fights from every one of the Straw Hats. I think Enies Lobby just on like emotional standpoint,
Yeah.
is like just like I've never been more connected to a series emotionally. I don't think.
Yeah,
can't
no,
think
I
of
mean
one.
maybe Marineford kind of does it just because you have Ace, but
Marineford does it also, but a little.
the whole
different.
mystery aspect, and you get into the whole world government and everything about it, and you know the voice, you know it's very cool.
Soga King, shoot down that flag.
Amazing, no hesitation. They're on the thing separated.
Kabuto, Firestar.
You good?
I'm good, yeah.
My top 3.
Thanks for asking.
Yeah, you know, just
Good host.
trying out here, you know, is Sabbaty 3, Marineford 2, Enies Lobby 1. I got Sabbaty at 3 because you know the warlords. You get Rayleigh.
Supernova, you mean?
Yeah, I keep saying that every time.
Well, you're kind of right at this point, Law.
Yeah, you know, but so it's the worst generation. You get all of them, which is very cool. You get Kizaru. You get more of the pacifistas.
Sorry, so good.
You get the Luffy, like the Straw's taking their first loss. You get Kuma sending them out there.
I mean, in that way, yeah.
Yeah, Sabady's also just a really cool island in and of itself. You have the Celestial Dragon moment, which is just so cool. Just
Yeah,
really,
it's one of the hypest moments.
just really great, and that's what sends you. I thought it was also just a great writing. Like, how does Luffy get separated from his crew?
Oh, it's
And I think
done
that's
so
a very
well,
well thing.
True.
And then at one point I was watching, I was like, is Zoro actually gonna die right now?
I thought Zoro might die.
I was like-
I was just scared.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what's happening here?
Zoro's
So-
my favorite character in the
Yeah,
series, so,
so that was
I
very-
a little nervous.
So I love Sabbaty. 2, Marineford, like you were saying, just so much hype moments. Hype after hype after hype. The Garp Luffy moment is sick too.
One of the moments, like throughout the entire series, that I go back and just watch, like on YouTube, the most out of like any of them, is like when Luffy first interacts with Whitebeard.
Oh, it's so cool.
So
Also, he
cool.
just comes down from the top. You know, Kiji. You finally see a Kano, the whole
good.
thing.
So good.
It's very good.
Hey,
he's psyched.
He just goes full squat
Also,
as he's screaming.
One of my favorites when he like faces off against the admirals. And he
Oh,
throws
love.
it and he comes in and he goes
Yeah.
like right by them.
Is that Vagabond Drill? I think Jinbei
he
Vagabond
sends
Drill.
him through. He sends him through water.
No, it's shoulder throw.
Yeah,
It's a
shoulder throw. He
throw
gets
one.
sent in
Yeah,
and then he
throws
frees
him.
him.
Oh, it's so
sick.
sick.
I mean, you guys know the scenes.
And he
Everyone-
just goes. They go. You're not ready for this level yet.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
NPC's not. I
so
mean, which
cool.
leads
And he's
you
not, yeah.
into the time skip.
Into the time skip.
Then you get the ASL flashback. You get the Don scene crying, which is
Amazing flashback.
just so emotional. You get it's just, so much stuff. You guys seen it. You guys know it. You guys love it. And then number 1 is Enos Lobby. Everything you were saying. And then also, I think that's the first one where Luffy becomes a captain. I think there's moments in there where Luffy really shows him.
Enos
grow.
Lobby or Water 7?
Enos Lobby. Because like you see like when they're on the sea train going in, when Sanji's talking to him and Zoro's like, don't fight him, and Luffy's like, I know no matter what I say, it won't stop you. You're gonna do your thing. Or like they're on the sea train again and like Zoro's gonna cut the ship in half. He's
Rocket
like,
Man.
let Zoro do that. That's his thing. And then he's just trying to keep everyone together, get the merry-go going out. I wanna live. Just so much. And my favorite scene is Lucci versus Luffy. Because it's the first time, not the first time, but it's like Luffy not fighting against that Lojo where they're tricky. It's just Rob Lucci's just stronger.
Rob Lucci's such a cool character
And then
in
you
terms
have-
of like
yeah.
fight. In terms of a fight,
You
such
have
a cool character.
Gear 2,
Such a
Gear
good villain.
3, the Gear 2 reveal against Bueno
Yeah, the
is
two
so
gear
cool.
reveals. Oh my god! I
It's-
saw what you did.
Yeah, he's like you kick the
Now
ground.
I can save
yeah.
my friends.
So just so good. And then Robin's flashback's one of my favorites. So for those reasons,
Yeah, is Rocket Man on your top 10 list?
I didn't know how to classify the sea train. So
I know,
we'll get into. So should we?
So
do
the
it?
sea trains would have made it, but I decided to keep them off my
Yeah,
list
because it
'cause
doesn't
they
really
don't
make
re-
sense. It doesn't move. The same reason why I kept
they-
Kiji's
only
bike
becau-
off of it too.
Oh, I kept that on.
I know you did, but like I kind of when you first said if it floats it counts, like you need, I don't know. I was kind of iffy about it.
All right, well, one of mine is like not gonna count then.
Well, that's the thing. We really never gave guidelines.
I could change it.
I was
I
just,
could
no,
change it.
you're fine. I mean, go with it. I mean, that's just like the way I was thinking about it. Just it was 10, so I just cut it out.
Whatever. My number 2 is my big reveal. So.
Yeah, I actually kind of think I have an idea of what it is, but
Oh, really?
yeah,
I don't think you have any idea.
really, okay, that'll be interesting. Okay, so did I go first last time? So that's the top
Yeah, you
3.
did go first last
I know you guys were dying to hear what happened because it got cut off last time.
Right. Yeah. All the viewers were like emailing in, commenting, like, "What was the top 3?
What happened? What's your reasoning? All those things.
Yeah.
So.
So
So-
we had to give it to you.
You're welcome. And I know if you waited the 2.5 hours to get here, out there we got sidetracked on the.
They hit the timestamp. They didn't watch. They didn't watch the whole thing.
So yeah, you're good. You're welcome too, by the way. And then yeah. So you want to go first? I think I went first last time.
Okay, sure.
right?
I'll go first. I'm not changing anything in my list, but I'll
No,
tell
you're,
you.
you're good. I'm saying that's why I didn't put Akishi's. I love that bike, but I'm just like, I thought what you said, but also like, I'll get into it when I get to that one ship, but.
I mean, it's the only one that's in there that doesn't float. I can change
Nah,
it out right now.
there's another one I think that doesn't. I think you have on your list.
But it does float.
I'm not sure. It's kind of heavy.
Alright,
You know what I'm saying? No, because that's
I'll-
also what I was thinking. He's like, I don't know. He's
At the end, when I get to the thing that doesn't float, I will put what I would have put in the list also.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. So
Okay, so number 10,
yeah,
top 10 boats in One Piece. In the number 10 spot, Numancia Flamingo.
oh, dude, I like that one. Yeah,
Don Quixote da Flamingo's
I
boat.
love that. Yeah,
I had to put it in here. Honestly, it doesn't have like the utility, doesn't have the features,
you
doesn't
see it
have
only
any
for
of
a
it.
second.
You see it only for a
might only
second.
be in the anime too.
I think it is only in the anime.
But it's sick. I
It
remember
still
seeing it.
counts
It's so
for
cool.
me.
No, it counts.
And it's just a flamingo. It's just a giant flamingo.
Yeah, it's
That's so unbelievable. Bright pink. Doflamingo, one of the scariest characters in the entire series.
Yeah.
Top 20 strongest character in the verse. Rides on a wooden flamingo.
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah,
I
not sick.
love
Nah,
that.
I always like that ship.
There you go.
You got it.
That's my number 10.
Just squeaked right in. What was your number 11? What was it?
Well, I have to say it because when I get to my one that doesn't float.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I think I kind of get you there. All right, my number 10, I have the Sunny.
Okay.
When I first saw the design after the merry-go, I really didn't like it. I didn't like the lion's head too much.
Yeah, I feel that.
But it's a ship of dreams. Also, possibly Pluton. I don't fucking know. You have Coupe de Burst.
Possibly Pluton. Frankie knows how to build Pluton.
It has so many cool things, and it's a ship of dream, and it will travel the world. You know, Oro Jackson almost made it in, but you want to know what? I just don't like the egg on the ship.
Oro Jackson's like of cool, like in terms of hype and legend and
it's
lore,
the
but
only-
it's like
it's the only one to sail around.
right.
But
But
I
it's
just
like not that cool in terms of like how it looks.
And then if you watched our live stream, you know what my number one is. So I think it was kind of cool how so that's kind of how I did with the Sunny. But yeah, you have Coupe de Burst. I love how they have an aquarium.
Kuda Burst is a game changer.
Yeah, I love how they have an aquarium
So sick,
where they can
yeah.
just like cook live food or whatever,
Yeah.
which is very cool.
Yeah.
And it's just a ship of dreams. I think it's very
Ship
cool.
of Dreams.
It's a ship of dreams. It's Frankie's like masterpiece. It's made out of the Adam jewelry. It's very cool.
Yeah, Adam's Wood.
Yeah.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, cool. So my number 9 is the Thousand Sunny.
Oh, nice.
Look at that right
Look at
there. The only thing that I would add is I kind of factored this in, and it's actually cheating. But I factored in like all this stuff that comes with the Thousand Sunny.
no, exactly
So
what I'm
like
saying, yeah.
the shark submarine,
The
the
Mini
mini
Mary.
Mary,
Yeah, no, yeah.
like all that stuff is so cool. It's broken. I mean, it's an absolute game changer of a ship. All the top people in the world have these like ships that can kind of do things. I feel like, and so
The other thing Fred mentioned, I love the Eagle's Nest. How it's like another apartment up there. It
Oh,
really
yeah,
is
yeah,
just
yeah.
a cool design ship.
really cool
Yeah,
design
yeah.
ship. Just really cool.
Yeah.
I like it. Kuda Burst, all stuff.
Yeah,
Boom.
magical. All right.
Sick.
Also, I love how the helm where you sit at, there's a chair there, just for Jinbei. Just if that's
Yeah.
when he comes out, you
Yeah,
just like
yeah, I
squat
love
down a little bit, move
Yeah,
it
it's
around. All right, well, cool. That's number 9. My number 9. So like I don't really look up the names. I'll just give a broad general view. Is Bartholomew's one, the Barto Club, with Luffy.
Going Luffy Senpai.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking, is that your number 2?
No, but it's on there.
It's got to be on there. It has every person incorporated into it. You probably get into more detail. You got like chopper ears. You got Luffy at the front.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's a great.
Chopper's
ship.
in the back.
Yeah, he's like in the. It's just a really.
Yeah,
it
it's
cracks
sick.
me up.
Yeah,
it
it's
just
sick.
cracks me up. I love the ship. Great design. Bartholomew is one of my favorite characters.
Bardo Club.
Yeah, Bardo Club.
It's
Love it.
hilarious.
Number 9.
All right, number 8. I got the Queen Mama Chanter.
I don't know any of these.
Love the ship. It's huge. It's Big Mom's ship.
Oh, Big
that you
Mom's
see
ship.
in Dressrosa.
Yeah. Oh, really? You threw it in there? Yeah,
Absolutely
yeah.
humongous.
Ginormous. Yeah.
Ginormous ship.
Yeah.
It's a homie.
That's
It's
kinda
a
cool.
homie.
That's kind of cool
That's
too.
sick.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
so cool.
I like that.
The front of the ship is literally just like a singing mat. It like sings as they like
No, I
sail
know.
along. That's so cool.
1,000 little rockets. It's just.
Yeah, a million
Yeah,
ginormous cannons. Like it's sweets all over it. Really cool design. Really cool. And it's a homie. That's just unbelievable.
I forgot about that small aspect
So
of
cool.
it. It is a homie. Yeah, it's like dancing and shit and singing.
Yeah,
Like
it's
all the Big
awesome.
Mom things.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Okay. I like that. Like I said, there's so many ships, dude.
There's
in
so
One
many
Piece.
ships. You
It's
can't make a wrong
insane.
choice, I don't think.
We'll also do honorable mentions, too.
Yeah,
Because
we'll
that
do.
thing-
I have 3 honorable
We're
mentions.
blowing through this. Too. We'll
Yeah,
be
as we
done in
should,
like
as we
15
should.
minutes.
15, man.
My
Intern's getting restless. Do you want those credits or not?
I need them.
number 8. I don't even know how to call it. I didn't look it up, but it's a Nell's golden ship.
The Ark Maxim.
Ark Maxim. Now, originally we were talking about like it has to float, and I was thinking about when I put it on there because I kept off of Kishi.
Yeah, it doesn't float.
I was like, would gold that's way too heavy? There's
It
no
floats in the air, I guess.
yeah in the air, but it's just so cool how
But
a
it's
Nell.
being powered by his electricity.
No, but I'm saying like if you threw it in water, it would definitely sink, right? There's no way that thing's buoyant. It's made out of
I
gold.
have no idea. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I don't know.
I was thinking about it. I was like,
There's no way that thing's buoyant.
I don't know. That thing's made out of gold. That's heavy
Yeah, I
as
have
shit.
no idea.
So that's why I have it. I would have it higher, but I put
You
it.
know when you texted me like, what's the criteria for the ships, and I said if it floats, I was like making a snide joke.
Oh,
I wasn't like
I
being
thought
serious.
it was a boat. Boats
I'm glad you took it literally
Well,
though.
boats
It
float.
works. It works.
And
yeah.
then you're like any means of travel.
yeah.
Because at first I was like, okay, cool. I thought you were expecting me to say something like, you were like, oh no.
Yeah, I was
actually,
expecting you to
you're like, no,
Yeah, yeah,
no.
yeah.
It's any means of transportation. It's any means of transportation.
You're so,
So-
right. That's exactly what happened.
But yeah, so I put it at number 8 and not higher because I don't think it can float. I actually think if you put that thing in the ocean, it would drop down. But I mean, this thing took a Nell to the moon, which is
Yeah.
sick.
That's
So
pretty wild.
number 8.
Oh, number 8.
Oh, that was my number 8.
Oh, Yeah, you're right. I'm on 7.
All right, you're on
All
7.
right, you're not gonna like my pick for 7,
No?
and I'll throw it out there. It's the Going Merry, number 7.
Yeah, I hate that. The merry-go.
The Merry-Go. Love the design. I mean, it's all-time classic ship. It is like the OG ship. We've gone on such long adventures with it. I cried in Enos Lobby for the Going Merry, of course.
Oh, I wonder if you have what's else in. That's
It's
interesting.
unbelievable.
The rendition when he goes to Sky Island.
Oh, that's a good one. No, I didn't.
No, I'm saying but
Oh, you're just saying like
that's a part of the merry-go.
Unbelievable Club Man. You get
So strong.
so strong.
It
So strong.
creates a presence that fix itself.
Yeah, oh, that's true. I love the lamb's head in the front, and Luffy just like sits on it. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, the captain's
And
seat.
yeah, that's it. That's awesome. It doesn't have a lot of utility. Oh, the reason is so low on my list is because I do not like Syrup Village as an arc at all.
Understandable.
And I don't really like how they got the Going Merry. It was just kind of given to them, which is kind of like Luffy's way in the East Blue. So I respect it. I like it.
That part.
But I just don't love it.
She was so thankful they saved her life and they gave him this nice.
I mean, it works. It works.
I just love how small it is, especially when you see it compared to other ships, even in.
Oh, I was gonna say I like that it's a caravel.
Enos Lobby.
Because it's so different from all the other pirate
ships. It kind of
ships,
scoots by him all the time.
It's a caravel. Yeah, it's hilarious.
My number 7 is the Moby Dick.
That's a good one.
I think it is. What's the thing called in the front?
I was calling it a mast, but that's not what it is.
It's not.
I don't forget
like
what it's called.
But it's so cool. It's huge when you first see it. It's just this grinning
the
thing.
breadth of it.
Yeah. And then you just got Whitebeard standing on top of it. You really don't know anything else really about it that much. But as my favorite, God, I can't.
Name alone, design, hypeness of its introduction. Is like enough.
Yo, intern, look up what the front of a ship's called. The masthead or
the masthead maybe.
What is it? Because that's my favorite.
But it doesn't have like a masthead like the Going Merry has.
But it's like the personality of the ship. Like every ship has a personality.
It's
that one. It's the Moby Dick smile. It's the Moby Dick.
It's just a giant whale. It's sick.
Talking about so the bow, you mean, or just the
bow?
front piece?
Like the
Alright,
facade kind of, I guess, of the ship.
Alright. It's just called the figurehead.
Oh, they figured.
Oh, the figurehead. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
That checks out. Can you look up what that is in Japanese?
Yeah, how do you say that in Japanese?
So yeah,
figurehead.
You just add no at the end. So yeah, that's probably my favorite figurehead. That's why I kind of like it so much. Yeah, but great ship. It bounced something else off my list. I'll talk about it.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you said looked at it, I was like, I can't not have the Moby Dick on my thing. You know?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Number 6. I think this is the one that you think doesn't float, but I think it's a. Oh God. Hirohito. You know what that sounds like? 10-year-old Bito.
What?
10-year-old Bito.
What's that?
The Celestial Dragons.
Is it? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's Celestial
That's
Dragons in
pretty cool.
Japanese. All right. My number. Oh, this is the one that I think you think doesn't float, but I'm pretty sure it does. The Billower Bike, Smoker's motorcycle.
I think that floats.
Yeah.
It kind of just powers it
with his smoke.
With the smoke, but
it's awesome. But it like floats. Yeah,
it floats.
But it's got like giant wheels on it. And Smoker's just the coolest character at this point in Alabasta. And when he tells to Shigi to watch what's about to happen, and then he hops on that motorcycle that floats in the water.
Does it also float?
Yeah, it's so cool.
I thought there were two separate things.
No, I think
actually I think because it just powers.
It's just like
powers it by itself.
Yeah. Unbelievably cool.
Yeah, that's so sick.
So cool.
And Punk has it on the part with their body switch.
Oh,
so sick.
yeah.
With Shigi and everything. It's very cool. That's 6. My number 6. Kuja Pirates. Great ship because it can travel through the Coffin Boat.
Yeah.
Powered by 2. What are they? They're not
Sea Kings.
Are they Sea Kings?
I think they're
They are, but it's so cool. Especially when you first meet Boa, when like she goes on the head and she kind of like lowers them into the Vice Admiral. Cool. I think it's just so useful as 2 of them.
That one was in one of my honorable mentions.
Yeah, and I just like it because it can go through the Coffin Belt, and it's a very unique ship within itself. So yeah, number 6.
Very cool. Okay. My 5th is Thriller Bark.
Yeah.
Gotta be on the list.
It's not on my list.
That's
Honorable mention.
crazy.
Dude, it was so tough, man. Like
That's insane.
it was Bardo
It's
Club.
an entire island.
It was Bardo Club.
And it just floats around the Florian Triangle.
Yeah, I know, but it was like Bardo Club or like the.
Oh, it's so
Or
cool.
that.
It's humongous. I mean, just the scope of it alone is just so cool.
It makes oars look small.
It makes ours look tiny.
Yeah, we should have went like top.
Ours is like the only person that can even like steer it. It's
On
like,
accident, yeah,
on accident. It's like crazy. It's It's just so cool.
The one thing I don't like about it is I don't like the mouth.
The Ark.
No, the Ark was in my top 15. I threw it in there.
The Ark it was 16 on my list.
Yeah.
But
I don't like the mouth. The front gates. That was kind of one of the things that weighed in on me. That's kind of how they trap them.
fair enough. I think it's cool, but I get that.
No, I think it's sick because it is an island. It makes oars look small. It's a very unique ship. But I wasn't looking at size. That's why I didn't put the Queen Chanter in there.
I know. Yeah. I gotcha.
Also, dude, it's 10 fucking ships.
Yeah,
We've
only
been
10.
introduced. I have. Wait, let me count it. I have 11 honorable mentions.
Oh my god, that's crazy. I got rid of like a lot of honorable mentions. Like,
Did
fast.
you?
Yeah.
No, I didn't, dude. These are sick.
I had like 20. I had like 30 ships on my list at first, and then I got rid of like 10 real fast, and then I was just like, I don't know. I just went with what I thought.
I mean,
was, like,
I could
coolest.
we'll throw on it. Thriller Park and Big Mama on there. Moby Dick was on it, but I swapped it out for something else.
All right, let's keep
Anyways,
going, and then we'll go through on a bunch. I have like 2 because you took my Kuja Pirate one.
Yeah, yeah. I got number 5. This was tough for me. Top 5, you can change on anyone except for the number 1. Baratie.
Okay, that's good.
Sea Restaurant. You guys know the deal. Sea Restaurant. I like how the figurehead or whatever the fuck. Whatever.
Figurehead, yeah, you got
The
it.
figurehead. What's the Japanese version?
Hiryu B2?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
No.
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 That was a Japanese author. That a figurehead.
Okay.
Wrong. Intern
Okay.
was wrong. Please look at the credits. Though.
Please, I'm back.
Find the figurehead.
No dinner tonight. So, Baratie. I love how the front end comes out as like a moving ship. I love
Yeah.
that it's a restaurant, and I like how when
Really
it
cool.
opens up, it becomes a thing. It's so cool. It's just
You know what I think
it's
is
a
like-
restaurant on the sea. It's tough to beat.
A really underrated ship. It's not on my list. I just want to throw it out there. Is
Sun Pirates.
no? I was thinking about adding that one
That's an
actually.
honorable mention,
I was thinking about adding that one. That one's really cool. This snapper, the red
Yeah, it
snapper.
looks
I think
so
it's called.
cool. I love the design.
Yeah, there's fish everywhere. The figurehead's a fish. Then there's like a fish in the back. In the back,
the
there's
whole
like
fish is like
Yeah.
it's so cool.
it's a big fish, and there's like little fish all over it. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Fishman Pirates.
Fishman Pirates, Sun Pirates, makes sense.
Fisher Tiger.
But the Cooking George, Zeph's ship is in the flashback. In the flashback, literally has the figurehead is a goose with a chef's hat. It's holding a fork and a knife,
Oh, yeah, I forgot
and then
that.
right next to it is a giant bottle of wine. Unbelievable. I mean, that's all
Is there a
time.
bottle of wine?
Giant bottle of wine.
That's pretty funny.
It's unbelievable. I don't know if it's real or it's wood.
Let's go in. That would have been a nice soft flex.
Yeah, that's a
That would've
good
been
one.
a nice little reaching back. That would have made the top 30.
Definitely would have made my top 30. It was in there.
All right, that was your 5.
No, my 5 was Thriller Bark. I guess. You were doing Baratie, and then I'm doing 4 now.
Okay, cool.
So my 4th is one that slid on my list actually,
Yeah,
because there's a few that I thought were better. The Coffin Boat.
really?
I said it was going to be number 1 on my list. I lied.
You're a piece of shit.
Mihawk, absolute goat. When you see this ship in the Baratie arc, it's literally the coolest thing of all time. Just a coffin, and he just no oar or anything.
Yeah.
I don't even know how he makes it
So
go with his
that's-
like aura. I don't
yeah.
even know. I get it.
That's why I didn't make my list. I bounced it off for Moby Dick because it was like it's kind of useless for anybody else. It's just,
yeah, but it's so sick.
It's sick, but it's like at the same time, it's like how slow are you getting to places?
Yeah, because he just doesn't care. He's just
Like
chilling.
hanging out. It's
Yeah.
cool. It's the coolest reveal of a ship that he's by himself, just sailing.
I think his giant sword Yuba. I think Yuba is literally the sail.
Yeah, I don't.
Like there's no sail on
That's
it.
the reason
He just puts the sword. It's so cool.
Yeah, I
though.
was like, what?
It does look so cool.
It was initially and I bounced from.
What's the sword of you saying?
His sword's like on his back at all times, and then when he sits back on his like boat, it's literally like a canoe basically.
Is
But
it
it's
this?
shaped as a coffin.
Is it the sail?
And when he sits down, it's like literally it's juts out, and it looks like it's the sail, because there's like no sail on the
Yeah,
ship.
let me see. Let me see. I'll bring it up.
It's like a giant cross. It's sick.
Nameless.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah,
Well, that's like kind of his character.
Nah, there's separate. It looks like it. But
Oh,
it's
there is
not.
a sail.
I also like the candles.
Wow, that looks sick. Yeah, he's got 2 candles on each side.
Oh, that's badass.
You want to see them? Yeah, no, it's pretty badass.
Sick boat.
And the candles are pretty
Black
sick.
sails.
Yeah. And the first thing he's just sitting down, like nonchalant. Just took down an entire.
Literally sitting like this, he crosses his legs.
Took down a whole armada.
His sword is like modeled after the sail.
Yeah, took down a whole armada. Oh, the other thing too, because talking about Mihawk and crosses, I was talking about it before.
Mihawk's got a lot of crosses.
When you go into with Im, it looks like there's maybe a couple crosses out there.
You mean Mihawk?
No, Im. Yeah, so yeah. or Caribou, they got the same eyes.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting reveal.
It's hilarious.
He just has Joy Boy's body inside of him.
Oh, God. All right. Is it number 3 for me or is it your
No, it's number 4 for me.
Okay.
I think you haven't said yet, so I think it's going to be somewhere high up on your list. Is the Heart Pirate submarine? It's a submarine.
The Polar Tang.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
That's sick. Yeah, it's just
Probably
sick.
for Beppo.
It's just sick. It's
Yeah,
a submarine. It's the
it's
first
really
submarine
cool,
you
yeah.
see. I mean, I think it could go through the comm belt. I mean, I just don't know how it doesn't get eaten by sea kings. It's the only thing I don't know about it yet.
They're pretty docile.
Pretty nuts. But I think it's a submarine, and it's like so law to just
Yeah.
have a submarine
It's true.
in this thing, which I find very enjoyable.
The reason, okay, I'll say this, it didn't make my list.
didn't.
And I'll tell you why it didn't
Why?
make my list. Because there's a scene when they're like getting shot at or something. Oh, no, like Beppo is like really hot and he's like dying. He like needs to get air. He like needs the polar tank to come up. And then they're like, we can't, because like something, like there's people out there or like something like that.
That's why they pop up, and that's when the Boa Hancock's
Exactly.
Okay.
And literally watching that scene made me feel so claustrophobic. Like literally, let this bear in the free air. Can you guys surface? I was like cringing.
It's because
through it.
It's because it's a mink and everything. I don't mind.
No,
it's
it was like a
choppy
joke. I
bugging
get
out.
it, but
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was just like that scene was just like I was like, oh,
It's
surface, guys.
It's like the only submarine you see, though.
You know, well, you see the shark on the Going Merry, but yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
but
it's cool. Listen,
It's cool.
it was in my top 20.
Yeah, it's also yellow. I just love the design about it. I just love, and the first time you see it, it's so cool because it pops out of a marine forward.
It's cool. It's cool.
So that's my number 4.
All right, so my number 3, we should glaze over this real quick probably. It's the Going Luffy Senpai. It's literally there for straight comedic purposes only.
I was
It's
close.
so funny.
It was 3, not 2. Fuck.
It's so funny. Yeah, you are close. When that was revealed in Dressrosa, I was
so
dying.
Dude, this guy is a fanboy.
So funny. It's
almost
the name
better.
of it, yeah.
It's almost better than
It's
the
almost
necklace.
better than your necklace. Literally, Luffy's the figurehead, Chopper on the back. He's got the orange trees. It's literally just modeled after the
It's
Going Merry.
It's everybody, right?
It has everybody. Yeah.
everyone
It's
has their thing to
so
it.
funny. It's so funny.
Let me look this thing up.
So
We might actually, if I actually have any effort tomorrow, post these ships once we say them. Like, I'll just flash them on the screen.
that would be awesome.
It won't happen. So I'll tell you guys right now.
It would be great.
It would be great. It would be great. It would be nice. Intern. Nah, no way. This time I'm actually gonna do an actual Titan card, and that's about it.
Maybe we just throw Intern a few bucks and, you know, let him throw the pictures up there.
college credits don't count.
We need to
Wait.
start just recording your screen on there,
Yeah.
and then we just place that over.
Yeah, that would be.
Well, where's that thought before, my
I was
man?
halfway through this.
Wait. So what are you saying? So we record the screen. It's like while we're typing.
That screen as one long thing.
Oh, that's
and then
smart.
You just
Yeah.
make it visible when you want.
Yeah.
No, yeah, because I used to when I
Lay it
used to do
out.
those Google Map videos. I used to record it. You can
Then
record the whole
have
screen,
The whole manga, if that's
Right.
okay.
and then we do PowerPoint.
It's not, but you can like flash things. You
or
know?
like we hit like
As long as it's small enough. Okay.
enter on like PowerPoint or some shit
Yeah,
like that.
that would be easy. We could easily do that. Okay. All right. Next episode, episode 4. We're gonna figure it out, guys.
Hey guys, we're getting there. I'm just proud we're even doing this episode. This was the first time I was gonna be like, I really just don't even. I was beat.
Gotta do it.
I was beat. But you wanna know what woke me up?
The
The
Knicks.
Knicks. Good win, guys.
New York Knickerbockers.
Good fucking.
All right. What are you on?
Win.
What are you on? 2?
No, I'm on 3.
Oh, I went
Did
first.
you did 3, right?
Yeah.
You already said 3.
Yeah, I was going Luffy Senpai.
Oh, but I was gonna look up the Going Merry Senpai. Wait 1 second. I just want to see.
Going Luffy Senpai.
Going Luffy Senpai.
You're gonna look up the ship while the stream is going.
Just a quick look. I want to see where Zoro is on it, and I don't see.
Giant sail Bardo Club. Hilarious.
So well, that's why I called it
Yellow,
Bardo.
blue polka dots.
That's why I call it Bardo Club. It's just so good. And Luffy's stretched out arms and the hat.
It's just Luffy's fan club.
It's so good. It's such
Literally just Luffy's fan
It's
club.
such a good ship.
So good, yeah. So
My number 3 is Ace's ship. I love Ace's ship.
Striker.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
So you looked up all these names.
I looked at all the names.
I'm glad you did though. Because
Yeah,
then
yeah.
we got
The names are amazing.
Because I'm just like, when I did a list, I'm just Ace.
Ace's boat. Yeah, yeah.
I didn't even put boat.
No, I looked up all that. That was also an honorable mention.
I just put Ace. I just think it's sick because, he uses his power. He's on it. So the difference between him and Mihawk's ship is that, like, he can use this thing to push him forward. And when you first see it, when he digs underneath the water, and it comes out in fucking fire fist. And Ace is one of my favorite characters. So, yeah, number 3. I thought about bouncing it farther down the list, but...
It's really cool because he fires in it. He, powers in himself
And also,
with
it's
fire.
also cool looking design, too. Like, I think it has a better design
I don't,
than...
see, the reason I didn't make it put it in my top 10 is because I like the Billower Bike design better.
Oh, the
and it's
smoker
very
one?
similar, yeah.
Yeah, because they're kind of sitting, but I like how he stands on it.
It's cool that he stands on it, but really the coolest part of it is that he can jump in the air, push the boat
so cool.
underwater,
That's what I'm saying.
and he jumps up and fire fists for, like,
It's got like a big rock. He doesn't even
warships.
sit down. He just hangs out.
No, he just
The guy
stands, he's chilling.
just goes so fast, bro.
Yeah, it's sick.
Probably gets to A to B so fast.
Yeah, yeah.
So is Ace gonna show up in one? Well,
Ace is dead.
actually, it could happen though.
No.
It could happen. Moira takes his body, he puts a soul into it, and he shows up in one. I don't want it to happen, but it can happen in theory.
Okay.
Does that just petrify you? Did you just throw up in your mouth?
Oh, God, that would be horrible.
Well, Ace, Senpai,
But I
Tama.
could see that being like an end game trick that's pulled by like a Kaido or something.
Well, see, the thing is that Naruto kind of did that, and I really hope they don't fucking do it. It was such a sick scene when Naruto did it. It was like in their final battle, they had this guy bring back all these past lives, and it
Yeah,
was
so I can't do that.
So sick.
All right, number 2. This is the one that I think you're gonna be disappointed that you didn't have on your list.
I'm not gonna be disappointed on anything.
Number 2, pre-time skip Blackbeard's ship.
I had that on. That's
Oh,
an
you
honorable
did?
mention. That's an honorable mention.
Oh, it literally
I
the
loved
coolest
it.
thing in the whole thing.
No,
it's just giant logs tied together by rope.
You know why I didn't put it there though?
Why?
They say it's flawed. Like when they're in the new world, they say, "I can't believe you thought you can sail on that out here," and that's why they need a kind of ship.
But it's so sick that they got to the New World with
yeah.
that ship.
No, it's amazing.
It's
absolutely
insane.
amazing. It's just four
Just a
logs.
bunch of logs.
And they got cannons sticking out of them.
It's hilarious.
It is an honorable mention, but no. Mainly because they kind of shit on it. Like, I can't believe you thought this was going to make it into the new
Well,
world.
there's too many people. They have on their crew now. They can't.
A little bit. Also,
Couldn't even
you
fit.
get, like,
the other
sunbathed
part
and
that I
everything.
love about it is that like half of those people have devil fruits.
Yes,
really
they
just
always, no, they're not most of them.
He's the only one that we know confirmed devil fruit, I think.
No, the girl. Lafitte, well, I don't know, he has some wings. What's the girl that does the can change in different
But that's
people?
after.
Oh, you're saying before
Yeah,
that.
Blackbeard.
No,
has
yeah,
one, but
I think you're
that's
right.
it.
It's just really Blackbeard.
Jesus is the Burgess is the fighting champion.
He doesn't have it.
Van
He wants to get one. Van Auger's the sniper.
And
Doc Q, you don't know,
Doc
maybe,
Q.
but it doesn't seem that way.
I don't know. He might because he's always sick. Like what's going on there?
I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. Dude, I need to know something about the fucking Black. I love the Blackbeard Pirates. I think their whole crew's sick. But yeah, no, that's definitely one of my honorable mentions. But you snuck it up in top 2.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
I like that. All right, my number 2 is oh yeah. I mean, this would be my number 1 if it wasn't for the Merry Go, and it's Robin's ship. It's a turtle that wears a hat that can walk on land.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's unbelievable.
the first time you meet Robin too, I'm pretty sure it's the first
Does
time.
that
you think.
float? I guess it floats.
It floats. Yeah, she's from the first time you meet it is right after leaving Whiskey Peak.
Yeah.
They send what's his name forward and it blows up. And it's like a decoy, and she shows up and she's just like on this shell. And you're like, who is this fucking
Yeah, it's
lady?
sick.
She's just chilling, legs crossed. She's like, oh, a decoy, how clever. And then you see it later in Alabasta walking on land. So I think it's cool that,
Yeah.
first of all, it's an animal, just like Kuja.
I was gonna put Yagara bulls in my list, but
Yagara, oh
The
yeah,
Water
yeah. I
Seven.
was thinking about them too, but you know. And then it can go through the calm belt, which is very cool because it's a turtle, and it can walk, and it's Robin.
yeah,
Pre-time
like
skip.
pre-time
Who's
skip,
my
Robin.
favorite? I'm trying to think. He's wearing a hat. Wait, let me find this.
All right, I'm gonna say my number 1,
Yeah, do it.
and then I'll do my honorable mention. My number 1 is Chari.
Oh yeah, I was thinking like it's not Mihawk. So yeah, what
The
is it?
Akiji boat.
Oh, okay, so it is.
The
What's it called?
Akiji boat.
Yeah, this guy is smoking a cigar. So,
Yeah,
dude,
it's
it's so sick.
That's actually
Dude, it doesn't float, my dude. That's not.
It doesn't float.
It's
But
not a
it does
ship.
travel on water. And
Because of his-
That's good enough for me.
Because of his devil fruit.
Good enough for me.
I guess.
So sick. He literally just rides a bike on the ocean.
He rides his bike kind of everywhere.
That is hilarious. That is so funny. And he's just lazy justice. I feel like it just goes with this whole thing. And he's just chilling around in the bike down the ice trail. Oh, it's so funny. I love it. Big
I
fan.
do like it. Just doesn't. It doesn't really float. You know?
Okay, so my honorable mention is Oh, that's sick. Actually,
It's really
that
badass.
that looks cool. Show the camera.
If you guys want a treat, you know.
Show the camera. My honorable mention, because you named my other two honorable mentions, Striker and Perfume Kuda, the Kuja boat.
Okay.
This one I actually didn't know the name. I had to look up the name of it.
You knew all the names. But
No, not all of them, but
well,
I
you
knew
looked up
most
most of them. Yeah.
The Shiro Makuba, which
What is
is the wave runner after Frankie turns it into like that horse thing. You know the wave runner from Sky Island?
Oh yeah.
And then Frankie makes it like the horse thing?
I guess it is.
Hilarious.
It is still a ship. Yeah. I
Yeah,
guess.
it floats.
I was thinking about throwing the Mini Mary in there too from
I
things.
know,
but
I was thinking about throwing the Mini
kinda-
Mary, but then I put it in the Thousand
Yeah,
Sunny.
I'm saying I grouped them
Yeah.
all in,
Yeah,
and like
go
I really
for it.
like I don't like the figurehead on the thing too much. You
Thousand
know,
Sunny?
yeah, you know I like it
Yeah,
a little bit, but I'm
it's
not
okay.
compared to the sheep's head. I wish,
Yeah, I agree.
even though I'm like glad they like didn't do it, I kind of wish they put the sheep head back on. It's just so cool. You
It's
know?
so good, yeah.
But they make it useful because they can grab things.
It like
And
it,
also
like
the-
spins so
the
they can like
whole-
propel themselves.
The whole reason behind it too is kind of cool. The
Yeah.
Iceberg's one gives the names like Sunny, and like of course Robin immediately picks up the reference, which is sick.
Yeah.
Bringing like 1,000 things, it's cool. But yeah, okay. So the bike. So what? Do you actually know the name of it? What was it called?
Chari.
That's so funny. So yeah, I mean, if it has a name, it's a ship.
There you go. Okay, I'll take it.
So my number one is the merry going merry, for just obvious reasons. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't think I would ever cry for a ship.
Literally just came up.
Yeah.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention. I don't think I would. I cried for the ship.
I
like
cried.
when it goes out when it first says at first I'm doing well, I'll be like, okay, flashback, I'm doing good. I've seen these scenes. It's sad. It's nice. It's emotional. And then all of a sudden it says I'm sorry. I couldn't take you any farther. And I'm just like,
broke. Yeah,
I'm done.
That's what I
I'm
wrote
done.
also. That's right.
and I was Usopp in that moment. He's
Yeah.
keeping it together.
Yeah.
And then it's over. So like
And then
it's-
everyone has a line that like perfectly fits their personality.
yeah, it's just so it's just the merry-go. It saves their life in Inazami.
Yeah.
It comes out. Just let me say it one more, and then as soon as it sees iceberg, it breaks down.
Breaks down.
Mission complete.
Yeah.
Gets burned.
Unbelievable.
And then Luffy's like, I can't let you. The ocean's a dark place, so we won't let you go down there. Just tears. Still. So yeah, the merry-go. You want to do your honorable mentions?
I did it. That was it. This is the Wave Runner. I'm gonna do all my honorable mentions? No, I
I really don't.
I just had three, and
You don't even.
named two of
Okay,
them.
you had three of them. Which ones else did you have that you said cut the list pretty fast?
Oh my
do
god!
you remember?
Well, they're on this computer.
So
I mean,
many?
yeah, there's a
I'll give
lot.
you my honorable mention while you're doing that.
Well, I took out like Rocket Man and Puffing Tom, which is like initially like they were definitely in my top 10.
Puffin Tom. Oh yeah, see Blackbeard, first honorable mention. You know I love Blackbeard. So I got Blackbeard, Big Mom, Moby Dick. I did Moby Dick, so I swapped that out for Mihawk ship, Thriller Bark. Another great ship. I don't know if you remember what it looks like, but Dragon ship. When they pick up Sabo, it's like an actual dragon. It looks sick. If you want to look it up, it actually, or if the viewer wants to look it up, it's a really sick ship.
The only ones that I didn't name that like.
What about
you-
Shanks?
that you
Shanks
didn't
is
name
the one.
either. Shanks ship sucks.
You don't
It's
like
so
Shanks?
boring.
Really?
It's like Norwegian. It's supposed to be
That's
like a
what
Norwegian
that's what I
thing.
like about it. Because like Oda loves Norwegian ships, so like I thought when it
He
first
just loves
showed,
Norse mythology.
yeah, you know
I don't
they're
know.
his favorite pirates.
I'm not too impressed by it.
So honorable mention.
Pluton I have in there because just obvious reasons.
Pluton, yeah, but like I said, possibly the Thousand Sunny.
Yeah, you.
I
got
have
all-
another one you didn't say is a Fire Tank. For honorable mention.
What's
Beiji's.
Oh, Nostra Costello. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking about that one also.
It's very cool. Akiji,
But they're just like whatever. Like I think Kid's ship is cool, but it's like
I just like Fire Tank because it's like him, you know.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
also doesn't make any sense because he has a devil fruit,
That
so
is
it
that,
should
yeah,
shoot him
yeah.
down. That's why I didn't make my list. The Sun Pirates, like we already talked about, Pluton,
great one.
and Nora Jackson, which I love. It's just sailed all around. I just don't like the egg. I don't understand.
Yeah. This
The
one
egg.
it doesn't really count, but this is the only other one that I have. The Sabagashira 1, and
that?
it's the little ship that comes out of Baratie.
Oh yeah,
When
the one
they're
that comes out
shooting
of
at Don
like,
Krieg,
So
yeah.
with those ones, I just group them in
I know,
with the
we
ship
grouped them
itself.
together. I did that too. So
You know, another one I didn't put down, but I was almost thinking about it was the first ship Luffy and Zoro have. It's just a little rowboat.
Oh, that would be funny.
You know,
That's funny.
or like Roger, because it's just like
It's
that's
not even
kinda-
a ship. It's
It's
just
not
like
just like a rowboat, but it's,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, just for sentiment. But like I said, dude, it's top 10. So
Man, it looks cool as hell.
which one?
Oh, Jack's ship. Mammoth, Jack's ship.
do you want to give a quick top 10
Yeah,
of his
throw
ships?
your takes in
You
there.
want to hop in here? Yeah?
I'll have 10.
Mammoth is cool. Mammoth is Queen's ship is kind of cool too.
Queen is, dude, there's a lot of cool
They're
ships.
all
I'm still
cool.
dying to see Kaido's ship, too. Dude, that's the thing. I think Wano's going to be a sea battle.
I think Onigashima is gonna be a giant ship.
You think so?
No, I don't think that at all.
That'd be kind of cool.
But
Like,
it
where
could
did
go back to
where did
this-
it come from?
It
You know,
could go back to this Odin ship thing. What's going on there? It was all a lie, Kaido. Where's my ship? What's going
yeah,
on?
it's kind of weird.
He's gonna make a big speech next chapter talking about opening the borders because the Scabbards and Kinnaman really care a lot about opening the borders, and we do not know why.
Yeah.
At this point, we still don't know why.
At all.
So there has to be a reason for it. I mean, there's multiple
I still
chapters
think-
where Kinnaman says we're trying to open
the
the
way
borders.
this flashback's going, I would not be surprised if we don't get it.
Yeah, me neither. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get it either.
So, but yeah,
We'll see. A lot of you know, knots that need to be tied. Loose ends.
a lot of
Let's
knots.
figure them out.
A lot of knots.
Let's get there.
It's just Oda gonna show up like Alexander the Great and just cut that shit in half and just bust everyone's head open.
Maybe.
Who knows? That's just dream. Check back next week. We're gonna do in the cast. The cast.
Oh, we're gonna do some casting
The live
casting
stream.
choices. Yeah.
Actually, are we even gonna do a stream next week? Because we're on break.
No, 2 weeks probably, unless you want to do one.
Nah, I don't know. We
2
were
weeks.
talking about
Wait for
what we
the
would do.
chapter.
What were we talking about? We would do for break weeks.
Theories?
I guess maybe.
That's what we. I mean, we could do theories. We have a
could
lot
do
of them.
theories. We have a lot. We could do a whole tin hat segment.
Yeah, we could just do
Just
tin
crazy
hat.
theories.
Maybe we do that.
Maybe we'll
We
see.
flesh out some tin hat theories. I mean,
Kind of see how we feel. You know, predictions for next week, all those type of things.
I think it's good.
We'll feel it out. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Besides that, peace out. I'm gonna go to sleep. Yeah.
Guess I'm gonna make dinner.
Yeah, you gotta make. I should go eat some food. Actually, that's a good call.